Hello, you should be able to hear us, I think. Welcome to the Roll Plus Bond anniversary live stream.
Should we have the captions back?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, somebody did. Cool. Well, I gotta crop it out now. Welcome to the Roll Plus Bond third anniversary live stream. I will be facilitating this game of Grasping Nettles. It is the fourth game of the stream. It's a game that I made about world building. But let's introduce ourselves, and then we'll talk about Black and Pink for a second. I'm Adam Bell. You can find me on Twitter at AdamEBell, or get games like this game at adamebell.games. Whoever wants to go next can.
I'll just go because Discord order, I guess. Hi, I'm Cindi. You she, her pronouns. I don't really have an internet presence, so good luck finding me.
A little envious of that.
I guess I'm next. Hello, I'm Grace. My pronouns are she, her. My Twitter is at lightinpitch if you want to find me there. It's mostly nonsense. Hello, excited to be joining.
Nice. Hi, I'm Kris. I use any pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at KNALLISO. I don't do a lot there. Every now and then there's swords. Most of the time it's
swords.
Just retweets about, I wish the world was a better place. But in the meantime, we're going to play this game for also helping to make the world a better place, and I'm dancing about it. I'm having a great time. Hello.
Yeah, so Roll Plus Bond is here to do... Oh, no! Crap! Sorry! Go!
That's right. Hi, can confirm. Chris posts good swords. My name is Vivien. I use she, her pronouns. I also make games. Not they're playing during this stream, but they're at genderfage.itch.io. Twitter is ocean1212_W, where I'm currently tweeting about Elden Ring, because it's great. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, cool. I gotta hop in now? Sorry! Roll Plus Bond! Yeah, we're a community that likes to play games, and once a year we get together to play them on the internet. Across the internet. I'm very loud. That's good to hear. I will turn myself down. Keep me abreast because I guarantee I'll get quiet as the game goes on. Just, yeah. We're raising money for Black and Pink, which is where's the blurb? I lost it again. Black and Pink National is a prison abolitionist organization dedicated to abolishing the criminal punishment system and liberating LGBTQIA2S+ people and people living with HIV and AIDS who are affected by that system through advocacy, support, and organizing. It's a very good cause. You can go to donate.rollplusbond.com to send them some money and maybe even win games, such as copies of Grasping Nettles, among other games. You know, we're doing a raffle at the end. Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to do? I sound like tinfoil now. Okay, I'll pay attention to that, but we can get started. So yeah, everybody on the Miro board and plus on the stream, we have a copy of the game right here that we will walk through. And I think we could just start reading the playing the game section. It just kind of teaches itself, which is nice. Does anybody want to read, or should I read? Or do you want to popcorn it? I know, Grace, it might not load for you, but...
Oh, I have a setup. It's
Grace is prepared.
I wouldn't say prepared. I'm dealing with problems as they arise. But yeah, I have playing the game section.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll start. I'll do a paragraph or two, and then somebody take over.
Sounds good.
So, at the center of a game of Grasping Nettles lies a community. The size of that community varies from game to game, but the four truths on the next page make up the core fabric of play. Those are, 1, the community is not a monolith. Different factions influence it, each with their own goals, dreams, and visions for the future. 2, the community will face issues big and small. Clean solutions do not exist. 3. In the community live notable people about whom stories will be told, and just as many working towards great things without that level of recognition. And 4. The community lasts longer than any individual person. Their legacies may linger, but generations move on. If somebody wants to pick up there, and then I'm going to quietly troubleshoot my mic issues.
Sure, I'll go. You take turns dictating various things about a world of your creation. On your turn, you move one of 3 faction pieces around the game board called the wheel. Then you perform the game action you land on. Actions include defining factions, describing locations, discovering issues, creating characters, starting projects, catching glimpses of other communities, and framing scenes.
I can go next.
Yeah.
After a few turns, you move forward through time to explore the next generation that inherits the community. By the end of the game, you will have a whole history of a world brimming with factions, characters both living and dead, and cool locations where everything has happened.
As you take actions, you record a summary of the information you create on different note cards that go on your table. As the game goes on and your world gets more developed, more and more of your table space will be taken up by note cards, so the following guidelines will help you manage the information and keep the game running smoothly.
And then we can skip those guidelines because we're not playing at a table. We're playing on the internet, and there's infinite space.
Wow.
So we don't need to know how to fold the paper. So the next page, starting the game, we got to do these steps. The first step is to have a discussion about the safety tools we want to use. I usually just do lines and veils in the X card, if that's cool with everybody. I will pop
That
them.
works for me.
I'll pop them up into the note section. At the top of Miro, there's a little button that looks like a notepad that will open it.
Notepad. What? Where? What?
At the very top in the bar, like to the left of our names, there's like a little.
Oh yeah, note.
paper.
Okay, I see that. I see that.
So if anybody wants to
I
fill
don't know
those
if
in.
this is on my end, but Adam, you got very quiet for me.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
It's probably because I messed with it. I am now almost inaudible. This is a mess.
Oh, you're louder.
Now that was louder.
Yeah, I'm adjusting my gain. Yeah. So is that better here?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a
Yeah.
happy medium.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Cool.
It's good to me.
So yeah, if anybody has any lines, veils to fill in and or speak, by all means. I mean, I just have like the general. Keep it PG-13 probably, which is the way the stream works. So if there's anything not covered by that.
I think also a stream one is like no identity-based violence, so I don't know that I have to write that down, but it feels
Yeah, it's
very
good to say
safe
it.
just as a good cover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just write these anything past PG-13 and cool. Okay. We could also do like X card if you just want to throw an X in the chat or say it or put one real big on the Miro board. That will do.
Yeah.
Next step is to get a copy of the wheel, which we have here in Miro. And after that, step 3 is also taken care of. Step 4 would be to decide if we want to start play with a quick nettle or build a world from scratch. I assume the second one, but I'd be open to hearing that we want to do. The quick nettles are just like starting seeds for worlds that people wrote.
Oh, okay.
I'm down to just build a world.
Yeah,
We do love to world build. Yeah.
that's true. And we've got
We do
4
love
hours
that.
to kill here.
Oh,
yeah.
that's plenty of time.
We can world build in 4 hours.
Oh,
The whole
Maybe we'll
world.
name a
Yeah.
person before the stream ends.
one person. We will
Yep.
name one person. That's a promise.
It'll be a triumph, truly.
All right, so this step is to discuss what loose genre our game world resembles, and from that we can come up with a general pitch of the setting. Genre examples include fantasy, sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, cartoonish, horror, post-revolutionary, steampunk, cyberpunk, rom-com, or anything else you can think of. So does anybody have like thoughts on the type of world we should be building here?
Well, I don't love watching them, but I'm fascinated by rom-com now.
Yeah, I was also like, that's quite a genre to include.
I
Yeah.
genuinely don't even remember putting that in there or know what it means.
Yeah, what does the world building of a rom-com look like?
It's a good question.
I don't
Do
know.
Is
you
it
want to
just
play
like-
to find
It
out?
might be a question we have to figure out. Yeah.
Is this like a our world but slightly different situation, or like?
Is this like
Yeah,
an
is this
our
like
world?
a magical realism rom-com?
High
Oh.
fantasy rom-com?
Well, so okay, we've landed on our genre. The next step is continue chatting freely until we develop a shared understanding of the main premise. So, like, the game centers on a community. We can do magical realism. We could do just regular world. We could do anything. It's like we just have to pick like what kind of community we're dealing with.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Mm.
A community-based rom-com is very interesting because usually rom-coms center on two people.
Right.
Person. Mhm. What is a community if not
Okay.
people?
What is a rom-com if not?
What are
I don't
the?
You know, maybe this is just a polyamorous rom-com. You know?
Yeah, a community-wide polyamorous rom-com over several generations. Love it.
What are the
Yeah.
what are the factions gonna look like in a rom-com?
Okay,
Are we
I
just
have
reinventing Romeo and Juliet?
one idea for a faction
Well,
so far because I'm just thinking about the movie Enchanted, which is true at all times, but especially now, where like they're in Central Park or whatever, and everybody's starting to like Giselle's starting to sing, and then people
Yeah.
around also start to sing, and Dempsey's just there like, what the fuck is this song? Does everybody know this song? I've never heard
Yes.
this song. I want one faction to be like the people who are in charge, like the people who are teaching everyone these background songs and facilitating, like doing all of the stage setup for everybody being in their places and hitting dance numbers.
Mhm. Is it? But we say stage setup, but it is like real life, right?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay.
There's just like some people who are always ready for a dance number, like at any moment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm thinking like real life with light fantasy elements.
Mhm.
Is that where we're heading?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
into
Maybe
that.
future with fantasy elements, always fun. Bring in a little bit of sci-fi when we feel like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sci-fi rom-com anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
we'll
feel
say.
like mostly real world, but like we can pull in like weirdness is a fun thing. Like,
Right. Yeah. It's the real world,
And
but
that includes like sci-fi and fantasy and stuff, you know?
Every
Which
now
brings
and then
us
it
back
takes
to,
a
like-
turn for the space opera.
So true.
Gurren Lagann, but in the modern day, and it's a rom-com. Have it.
all right. Great. I think that's. Do we need to add anything? I think we could just start with this, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I guess the next step is to decide the size and scope of the community. Are we looking at a small village, a big city, or a whole solar system? Which will have a big influence on the type of story we're telling. I feel like I would lean medium city, or maybe
Yeah,
small,
or
or
maybe-
maybe small town.
Yeah, I was also thinking in like that.
What is
I
a
think the
medium
thing that
city
is,
but a
like-
small town?
Yeah. I think my main point of reference that's coming up when I think about this, especially considering the musical faction, is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is like
Yes.
small town like
Huh?
based. But I think this could also just be like a neighborhood or something in a larger
Yeah.
city. Like
Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh, God,
mhm.
just the neighborhood. Everybody knows if you go there, everybody's gonna be singing. like-
The rom-com
Real
neighborhood.
careful about what you do because it's like
Mhm.
any small thing. It's like, ah, damn it, I tripped on the sidewalk and someone starts a dance number about it. You're like, fuck, I was just trying to get like a Gatorade. Stop it.
There's an
Yeah,
entire
right.
street that's only matchmakers, and like if you go on that street, you'll encounter all the
God.
matchmakers trying to match you up. Yeah.
Oh no.
Perfect.
We're on the roof now. Surprise.
All right.
Or what you want. Otherwise, someone will make a song out of it.
So the game begins with a special rule to be followed for the first 3 turns. You must grab one of the unused faction pieces, place it on the faction space of the wheel, and do the faction action. So the first 3 turns will be us creating factions in this world. I'm thinking maybe Kris, you should go first, since you
Okay.
you had that idea, right?
Okay, yeah. The faction action reads, describe a new faction in the world, give them a name, define their relationship with the active faction. Who's the active faction right now? Is there none?
They
Oh, it's
they
the
will be
current.
the active faction, yeah.
Okay. If the current game token doesn't have an active faction map to it, map this new one now. Okay. So I got this thing. What is this slice? Is this a slice of a fruit? What is it?
Right?
Yeah, it's a lotus root.
Oh, okie doke. I'm gonna pick that one then. I just like yellow. So this is the we're in charge of all the backdrop stuff and making sure everybody knows their lines and their marks. I don't know what to call them, but yeah, they're the whatever faction this is in this
Stage
neighborhood
managers.
that like yeah, it's oh yeah, that's what they're called. They're called the Worlds of Stage Management.
Oh my god.
Can I? Yes, okay. All the world's stage management. I'm going to change
Excellent.
management to MGMT. Boop. Nope. Boom.
Perfect.
Delightful.
Do we just want to follow Discord order from here on out? So Vivien, you would be next with a new faction.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the matchmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh my
have them.
gosh. So powerful.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna go for a specific faction of the matchmakers. As you
Ooh.
know, there's an internal conflict.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
But what did matchmakers conflict about?
Is it about who is getting matched with whom?
Or is it about
Matchmaking
what
techniques.
we shouldn't be stuck to just this one street?
Matchmaker turf wars.
I've got all the other matchmakers use divination magic, and these people think that that is false. It's sort of not. It's cheating, and like really, you have to go on it by the actual what the people are like. So this anti-magic matchmakers. I don't have a name.
I mean, that's a good name, honestly.
Gross, that is hard to follow up. But yeah, let's go with that. That's our faction.
Is it like the real love like coalition or something? Because they view magic as not real or something?
Yeah. They're like, hey, I mean, come on. Like everyone else is doing this, all this divination, all this sort of magic to sort of work it out, but they're like, no, you have to think about the feelings. You have to think about the true love. True love.
Good. Great. Third faction. Yeah, because it wraps around to me. The idea I'm sort of having here is like the faction of the people that like broadcast some sort of field, some sort of like psychic field in the area that lets people like tap in. Like they get directions from all the worlds of stage management on like the songs to put into the field so that everybody knows it at least a little bit. It like gets the chorus into people's heads. And if somebody's like about to be the main character, like they know exactly how to start
Oh
singing.
my god.
Okay, important question. Do they produce the psychic field, the ambient field, or do they just imbibe it with the different songs? Is that like a pre-existing thing, or do they create it?
I'll say they have a machine that they believe is what's creating it. I'm not going to say that that's definitely true. We can find out. But there is, at their headquarters, there's like this big weird machine that everybody believes they have to keep running, otherwise the field will go down.
Very important.
Incredible.
What's a good name for this?
The tastemakers. No, that's
Good Vibes Inc. All
should-
one word. So it looks like Good Vibes Sync as well for synchronization.
oh,
my
good
God.
vibes sync is really good.
That is pretty good.
Also, I can't help but picture this machine as looking like something from out of Teletubbies. I don't know why.
Good Vibes
It
Inc.
looks-
Oh, wait,
it's
we
the
should be
Tubby
making
Cup.
these also
Or should
on
these
the
be
board.
on-
Yeah.
Oh,
With a little
okay.
description. So
On
good
the faction
vibes.
thing?
Yeah, just like out onto the board, because this is where we'll be doing stuff. And yeah,
Sure.
you got the right color. I did not.
I just copied the one that was on the thing.
See, that's smart.
Mhm.
Yeah, so for everybody playing and watching, the different post-it notes on here will be corresponding to that type of information. So all the factions will be this blue, etc. So we can easily know what information is what. I think I still can't hit the space bar. There we go. There's something up with my space bar. Good Vibes Inc.
Wide friend.
Wide friend.
Cool. Perfect. Here, we'll give these a little bit of breathing room. And now, Cindi, it is your turn. And we could talk about what taking a regular turn is like, because the special turns are over. I forgot to tell you all to bring a d6, so I hope that you have one close to hand or can Google one.
I have something on my desk, so.
Okay. So yeah, on your turn, you will roll the die, choose one of the 3 faction pieces on the wheel, and move exactly the number of spaces shown on the die. There are 3 rules of movement are you must move orthogonally, you must not move counterclockwise, and you must not enter the space that you most recently left during your movement. So you have to like make progress around the board, and don't go diagonal, don't go counterclockwise.
Cool.
Okay.
And then you will take the action that is listed on the space that you land on.
Okay, I rolled a 1, so
Cool.
good start.
Mhm.
Let's see, what do I?
So
what do I wanna
basically,
start with?
yeah, you'll be doing with a 1. You'll be doing either a scene or a location with any of the 3 factions. Your choice.
I think we've already sort of established it, but I want to write in. I kind of want to like make it definite that like Matchmake Avenue is a thing. How do I move this? Oh, it's locked.
Oh, it's locked. Hang
Oh,
on.
it's off.
I got it.
There we go.
So, see,
Location.
and then copy this one.
Yeah, so the location action, just so everybody knows, is describe a new location in your community or modify an existing one. Give it a name, narrate an overview of its size, its use or non-use, and where it is in relation to the rest of the locations.
What do I write avenue? That's okay. I think yeah. So it's Matchmake Avenue. I don't know what the there might be a better name somewhere, but it's not coming up right now for me.
Matchmake Boulevard.
Ooh.
Because when
I
they
will
short
abbreviate it since I don't know how to write that.
Yeah. And when they abbreviate Boulevard, it's like BLVD, right? Which
Yeah.
also looks like beloved.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at all
Is it
this.
Beloved Boulevard?
Oh god.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
it's
abbreviate
written
both.
BLVD, BLVD.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think, it's a street filled with matchmakers that try to like basically matchmake anybody who passes through it. Some people avoid it like the plague. Some people, I think, like make a walk there every day, not because they need someone, but because they want to see the other people suffer, or I mean, see true love come to fruition. I mean, and other people try to avoid it, but somehow end up on it every day anyway. And yeah,
Oh.
I think there's also like a magical realism vibe to this, of like just like people ending up on the streets without intending
Yeah.
to. Like,
They know
like a
they were
weird
walking away
pull.
from it, and yet they're still here.
Is it always in the same place? Or will you get like match up?
Oh yeah, I think it just changes sometimes. Like, oh, now this street is Beloved Boulevard. You know, like.
Yeah. Does the I assume the street signs change like as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It is like, yeah, like last week it was like Jetson Avenue, and now it's Boulevard, you know, or Beloved Boulevard. Probably people new to this place are like, what's Boulevard? And then they walk through it and they're like, oh no. Yeah.
cool. Great.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I do not have a D6, so I have to.
You should be able to roll one in the Discord if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Oh, right.
You got the dice bot.
Yep.
Avery, my enemy.
Oh, is that the wrong command?
Yeah,
What's
exclamation
the
point R space 1d6.
space? I forgot the 6.
Space.
Okay.
1. There you
There
go.
we go. Okay, I got a 3. And then I just take one of these tokens and move it around.
Yep. Move it 3 spaces.
Oh, you got lots of choices. That's fun.
Okay. Quickly read what the issue rules are.
Causing a problem.
That's fun.
Oh. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Make a mess of the world. Well, it's very early, but I think it's time to make a mess of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, we gotta see.
So, and then, okay, so now do I have to move one of the, this is associated with the faction for these tokens, right?
Yeah, so that,
Okay.
like, whichever faction, the token that you move, you'll, like, use them as a lens. So if you're gonna make
Yeah.
an issue, it'll
Okay.
be, like, definitely an issue for that faction. And can be for other people, too. But, like, definitely they are gonna have a problem with it.
Okay. My response time on here is still really slow, so we'll see if this works.
If you need one of us to move the token too, we can.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, did it? Okay, can you move the Good Vibes Inc. token to the issue space?
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, bad vibes, Inc.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bad Vibes Inc. Oh no.
The field.
Okay, so just because it's the first time we're using this, I'll just read this. Make a mess of the world, something big that can be felt across the whole world as you know it. It should be a problem for the active faction, but it can be everyone else's problem as well.
Oh, so much power.
I think, okay, so Good Vibes Inc. is pipe in the field with the vibes or whatever coordinated music performances we're doing. I think Okay, I have a few different ideas. One is that there's just a rogue employee who sends mixed up signals. So
Sabotage.
everyone, like, in a given area, you're getting 4 different songs, and different people are picking up on different ones and trying to initiate different performances. And there's just like the equivalent of 7 different flash mobs happening at once, but people are fighting over which one is the real one.
Can this also be like a place where genre starts to get mixed up?
Oh, what do you have in mind?
Like, this one rogue employee, is like, okay, I'm supposed to be in like rom-com vibes, and then it's like remembering a movie they watched last night, and then all of a sudden there's like people busting into fight choreography.
Yes, absolutely.
Or people
there's-
like chanting like they would in a horror movie. Like
Yeah, so there's like typical rom-com musical style flash mob meets horror chanting with their hands held in front of them like a formal choir meets
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
yes, everyone is doing fight choreography. And I think there are multiple confluences where this is especially strong, where the vibes are especially strong, and they're all coming in at once. So there are just multiple instances of this breaking out in the area and then the people start actually fighting. So the people who are doing fight choreography think they're doing fight choreography, but no, they're just actually brawling. And everything is a bit of a mess, and no one can agree on what's going on. And that's the problem that's happening right now.
that is a problem.
That's a big problem. Oh no. Good Lord. Do you want one of us to copy you an issue note card?
Oh yeah.
Yes, please. I'm still having trouble scrolling. We're having issues here, but it's fine.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Zombies.
I like the wording of mixed messages. Very rom-com-esque.
Okay. There's our event. The vibes are rancid.
Excellent.
Why is there an A at the end of that? Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Delightful. Oh, I'm up next. Okay, I was about to be like, whose turn? Here's a dice. Wow. Oh, that's a 5. Oh, I can go all over the place. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, it's just anywhere. It's just anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what do some of these mean?
Yeah, and I can explain any if you want, or if you want to read it.
Sure.
Peace, it looks like you're hovering over peace. That will be useful whenever we make a new faction. It doesn't automatically get mapped to a piece. But if you later move a piece to the piece section, you can remap to a background faction. Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. I won't do that now then, because we have as many factions as we have pieces. Maybe I'll make a character so we can kill a half hour trying to name someone. I'm gonna move all the world to stage. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Boom. Let's make the stage manager from and whose life is hell.
So just the stage manager then?
Yeah. I've never worked with stage managers. I didn't want to make a blanket statement, but yes, still yes.
I don't know that either, but it just seems like something that's true, you know?
Anybody who anybody has to work with is from hell. Yes.
Coworkers are hell.
Hell is other coworkers.
So true.
What's a name of a person who's also, what's this person? Okay, I'm going to read the character bit. It sounds pretty self-explanatory, but create someone notable from the active faction. What do they do? Where do they hang out? Describe them to the table and write down their name, pronouns, and what they're known for. Oh, what they're known for. Oh no.
Oh no.
I just realized, I'm like, oh no, this is the Sharpay Evans of all the worlds of stage management.
God.
for the High School Musical fans and haters out there. Yeah, here's a person. What's a name?
Can I suggest a general vibe on the name?
Sure.
So like a Sharpei is a type of dog. What is another type of small dog that would make a good name?
Pomeranian.
Small dog. Breathe. Well, now I just want to name this person Paul Moranian. There we go.
Perfect.
Paul Moranian. He, him. Is known for knowing everyone's full name and being able to call it in the exact same tone as your parents when you were in trouble as a kid.
Oh no.
Like, you'll just hear his voice ringing from down the street and you're like, oh god, I need to be somewhere else. I can't let him find me.
Can he also like uncannily mimic the tone and timbre of your parents' voices?
Yeah.
And we don't know if that's magical, if he's stealing their voices momentarily, or if he's just a really good mimic.
But also, like, how does he know your parents to be able to do this?
But he does.
Yeah, that's Paul. There's our guy.
I hate him.
All right. Vivien, it's your turn.
My turn. A 6.
Ooh.
Go wherever I want.
The whole world's your oyster.
Yeah.
Oh, wheel's your oyster.
Around the ring.
I have a question. How often are the vibes rancid? Is this constant?
I created one time when it happened. Play to find out what happens.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's like an irregular event, is what I would imagine.
Yes. I think the time I defined is the first time it happened, and we can decide if it continues happening, what happens to that rogue employee. I'm not sure.
Okay, cool.
Let's go 1. Let's go 2. Let's go 3, 4, 5. And 6.
Ooh.
Glimpse.
Thought we were about to jump into a scene.
I was wavering, but I just thought this was fun and I wanted to, let's do it. A glimpse is a brief picture of a place outside of your community, somewhere else in the world. Glimpses add the context of the broader world to your story. They add a glimpse, give a name to the place, and then say one sentence about it. Each other player adds one sentence of their own, and then the action is finished. If you want to learn more, you could always set a scene about it later.
Oh, wow.
Actually a little early to do this, but I thought it could be fun.
It's delightful. Where are we going?
Space.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's very outside. Good.
Right.
mindset.
Creates a neighborhood, immediately goes to space.
On a moon somewhere, something wakes up.
Oh my god.
Hold on, going to my bingo card. Fucked up mood.
Fucked up mood. Oh, I got that one too.
Got it.
On a moon somewhere. What do I have to go next? This is so good, but what?
Just say another. We just say another sentence. Yep, adds one sentence. Great.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It is drawn to the scent of rancid vibes.
Oh no! Oh
Its worshippers knew this day would come.
Deep in their divination halls, the divination matchmakers notice, but no one pays attention to them.
Damn. And somewhere in a park in whatever this possibly doomed neighborhood is called, two lovebirds sit on a bench looking up at the night sky and thinking, God, isn't the moon beautiful today? So large.
Perfect.
R.I.P. this place.
It's fine. It takes a long time to get from a moon somewhere to here for sure.
That's true.
That's what you think.
Definitely.
I don't know. Now that we have a goal, we're gonna accelerate directly towards it.
All right, I am up. I've rolled a 2.
Wow.
I'm going to take all the worlds of stage management. Go 1, 2. We're going to make a little project.
Oh boy.
Ooh. See, I tried to copy and it didn't work.
You have to click the purple sticky note, and then I just do Control C, click somewhere else, Control V. That's the easiest way that I've found to do it.
That's what I did. I'll just make
What?
a new one. Doesn't like me. Maybe it's a Firefox thing. So all the worlds of stage incorporate management due to the this recurring nightmare where all of their hard work is getting shattered by the incompetence of Good Vibes Inc. They're trying to build their own synchronicity field.
Oh.
Repeating ambient fields.
Oh no.
What's up with this space situation?
Oh,
That's
no.
such a weird issue.
The weird moon. Messed up.
I think maybe that's it. Once I get it to do one space, then it's happy to give me more. But so yeah, trying to build. Oh, just kidding.
Do you want someone to add the spaces in after?
I see. That's the things I can add them after.
Oh.
I can't add
What?
them when I'm typing.
Okay. Deeply strange.
Cool. Yeah, that's that. I'm sure it'll have no problems.
None whatsoever.
And the way the projects work is if you go to the project space and that faction has no project, you make a project. If you go there and they do have a project, you resolve the completion of that project.
Mm.
So that's kind of what they're doing in the background until somebody moves our little lotus root back to the space.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna roll them. It's a 5.
High rolls.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick up the Antimagic Matchmakers, and I'm gonna move them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a new season. Hey everybody, it's Valentines Month.
Oh god, the seasons are like based around big like matchmaking and rom-com events. Oh god. What are all of the different events Hallmark movies have? It's those. Those are our seasons.
Valentine's,
Christmas.
the
Halloween.
holidays, yeah,
Yes.
Halloween.
Halloween. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll also read the seasons blurb real quick. Change the current season. Seasons in Grasping Nettles should be understood broadly. While they can be weather-based, like summer or spring, they can also be something cultural, like Fashion Week or Trumpet season.
Trumpet season.
I think we need to have trumpet season, personally.
I think this is like first dates, like, I wanted too long time period for first dates, like, thing. Is it like, I think it's first date season, like just like a whole ass season, which is also horrifying because if you go on a first date in first date season, you can't really go on a second date until it's done, you know?
You have to go on other first dates. It's like a whole
Yeah, you
season of
have
speed
to-
dating.
Oh god.
You have to do. You fit as many first dates as you possibly can during the season, and people compete to be like, well, I went on 37 first dates.
Yeah, this actually happened when the movie, what is it called? Like
50 First Dates.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then the sequel came out, which was 100 first dates, and I think like in this universe, this number has just been increasing to all these sequels. Like,
yeah, there's like the number to beat every year.
yeah, I think it's like a televised event where like people compete to have like the highest number. You know?
Oh my god.
A leaderboard.
Is there
And
like
like
a...
if you, sorry. And like if you win, you can like sell off the movie rights, of course. Like.
Is there like a stamp card, like a loyalty card when you go to, you know, like I went to my supermarket 10 times and they gave me a free loaf of bread. I went on 84 first dates. Give me my movie deal. This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Highlights from the chat. It sounds like literal hell. Oh my god. This is
The worst. And there are the people who think it's a nightmare, but then there are also the people who are obsessed with it and love it and who get way too into it.
People train for this like they do for marathons.
Yeah, very strenuous. You got to do your stretches before you go on 7 first dates in one night. And then you get the people who are like doing 2 first dates at once at 2 different locations, and they're constantly switching between them. And then you get the people who are like like group dating, and then there are the arguments over going on 1 date with 2 people is different from going on 2 dates each with 1 person.
Is it still, do you still have to pretend like on each first date that like, you know, this is, I'm only going on a first date with you, you know, we're gonna take this seriously? Or like, I guess, what's the level of farce that you have to put on?
Full farce, I think.
Full farce.
You gotta commit to the Archie Andrews bit.
Like,
I
I
think
think it's a thing where people like know, but like they still put up a pretense, you know?
But I think you can like counteract someone's first date by saying like this one wasn't valid because clearly this was not intended for the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
there's
this first date wasn't done it wasn't done in good faith. Like this person's clearly just checking a box off. I'm not signing your punch card.
Yeah,
These two
I think
people
we're
were
different
friends 4
categories,
years
like
ago.
speedruns, you know? Like there's the any percent like first date category where it's just like it doesn't matter what the date is like. Like
God.
you can just go get a hot dog together and then walk away and then you're fine, you know? But there's also like the has to be a full night category, that sort of stuff.
There are
True love.
absolutely influencers who stream these things.
Oh yeah,
God.
that's their whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Like the rest of the year is preparing for first date season, and then first date season is like all of their content.
This is such a curse.
Oh god.
This is all the worst.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
But yeah, that's all I have on first date season.
All right, my turn then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
My numbers.
I have a funny idea for a name, but I don't know if I'm going to use it now or another time. We already did a character. I kind of want to get to things we haven't done.
We haven't done an event or a scene. Or one of the logistical things like peace generation.
Or made up another faction. We did just start, though.
Yeah, just so everybody knows how the generation works, it'll be once one piece goes there, like that faction kind of fades to the background, and then once all three are there, we'll skip forward. We'll do the generation skip process and do a little time skip. And we
Can someone move the Antimagic Matchmakers to the scene
yeah.
page?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, scene says, select an existing note card and zoom in on something specific happening within it. Refer to the setting scenes rules for full details. Do you want me to read some of this, or?
Yeah, we can read it out just so we can get it all right.
So, setting scenes. To set a scene, choose one of the note cards on the table that is not complete and declare it as your focus. The goal of a scene is to learn something new about the focus and add it to the card. The active player sets the scene by describing a situation involving the selected focus. They can then declare the canvas they're playing in the scene. A canvas can be anything: a major character, group of minor characters, a place, antagonisms, the type of story the scene should tell, a mood, you name it. Each other player chooses their own canvas and the scene begins. Play out the situation using shared roleplay and narration as though it were a scene in a movie or play. All players share control over the narrative as they bring the influence of their chosen canvases to the story. Once something new is learned about the focus, draw the scene to a close. Update all relevant note cards with the new information learned. Okay, so this is related to the Antimagic Matchmakers. And right now we have... Okay.
Currently just the faction and Beloved Boulevard.
And Moon.
And somehow they're related to the moon, which feels like a problem.
Yeah. And I can just choose the faction, right? Like that could be the note card I choose?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. Learn a little bit more about the Anti-Magic Matchmakers. And the canvas.
Yeah, so first, like, you will set the scene, like, say what's happening.
Okay,
What are we
so
learning
describe
about?
the situation.
Yeah.
I think this is an official old-fashioned matchmaking ceremony. It is a small community event. There are probably quite a few people, maybe 24 in attendance, but not huge. And one of the old-fashioned anti-magic matchmakers is completing the appropriate ceremony to officially make this match.
Great.
And I can take on the role of that old-fashioned matchmaker. So that'll be my canvas.
Cool. And yeah, we'll just go around and select a canvas. So you can play. As a reminder, a canvas is just anything: a character, a group of characters, the place itself, the concept of antagonisms, the type of story it should tell, a
Antagonism is
mood.
just when you want to cause problems on purpose.
Sorry, I zoned out at a bad moment. What is the scene again?
You're fine. This is a matchmaking ceremony officiated by one of the anti-magic, very old-fashioned matchmakers. There are approximately 24 people in attendance. It's like on a stage set up on a street somewhere. And it's one of the very old-fashioned anti-divination ceremonies.
Okay. Okay, if we're going in Discord order, then I guess I am next. Maybe my canvas will be, oh, what if there is it's first date season. There is, I always want to play a terrible influencer. I want this to be an influencer who is like trying to stealth stream the ceremony because they do not happen often and people don't know what they look like. So it's like, they have like a camera person planted in the crowd with, I don't know, a hidden
Are they
camera
also
or
on
something.
a first date? Is this their first date?
This is like a first date getting it, signed off on by like, it's like, okay, guys, this is like such a big deal, but we are here in Beloved Boulevard. We are here at the ceremony. The matchmaker is about to arrive. We're just like, I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I don't know how these go. Like, they're super secretive about all of this. So we'll just wait to see what happens. Fingers crossed.
Perfect.
I'd now go for one of the match made the matches. That's it. And this is just your classic ingenue. She's very excited. She has a belief in love. She's like, this time it's gonna happen. This time. And stars in her eyes, hard to flatter, etc.
Oh, sorry, you had more?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think I will play. I don't want to say what I'm about to say, but I think I have to.
Oh no.
Because somebody has to do it. Just the concept of song.
Yes.
Somebody's got to play song.
Okay, I'm checking someone sings off of my bingo card preemptively.
Yeah, I think for my canvas, I think I'm gonna be playing Twitch chat.
Good.
All right. That's everyone, right? Okay, this is going to be a scene. All right. So I think this is pre-ceremony right now. The matchmaker has not yet arrived because obviously the arrival of the matchmaker is an important ceremonious moment that hasn't happened yet. I think they're just like a mishmash of chairs. So everyone's a different kind of chair. It's very thrown together, but that is in the spirit of matchmaking. True matchmaking is spontaneous, and it is it happens at any moment, and we need to reflect that with this carefully coordinated event that we are giving the appearance of being slapdash.
I have one question about the event. Before the matchmaking ceremony, do we know who's being matched? Or is it like
Do they just
somebody
get called out of
Oh.
the crowd?
right?
See, I was going to say yes, that the two people being matched did know about it, but maybe it's just one of them, and the matchmaker will select someone over the course of the scene.
Great. Perfect.
So,
Oh my god.
who was playing the ingenue? Was that Vivien?
Vivien.
Okay, so Vivien, your character knows that she is being matched, but the match is unknown.
Yeah, just sort of fretting, very just sort of going back and forth. You know, I assume this isn't a wedding dress, but you know, there are obviously like there's certain outfits. Like you have an outfit made for one of these. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
has them. And this is an especially just sort of she's going for it. She's out there. I think it's just sort of this sort of yellow sundress. It's just sort of big. There's big puffy sleeves. It's sort of ridiculous, but we're having a great time. Just sort of pearl drop earrings. Just very like done up hair. Very like it's time. Okay. Okay, we're all going well. I'm just gonna be here. We're just gonna go. We're gonna have a good time. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay. Just sort of pacing, just sort of wandering back and forth.
Almost to signal
Twitch
that
chat.
oh.
I was just gonna say Twitch chat is making bets on who the match is gonna be.
As they should be. Excellent.
And almost as if to signal somehow that the matchmaker's on their way, the crowd just starts like doing like a little ooh, ooh. Just everybody's doing it.
Oh,
People in
God.
Twitch chat are like copying the lyrics into chat.
Just also, ooh, snap, snap, snap. This terrible streamer who I'm playing is going to like, you know, like sidle past someone and then like just slip into the chair next to this ingenue and be like, okay, do you know what's sorry, you've got like huge main character energy. Do you know what's up? Or is it you?
And
The tea,
well,
the tea.
you know, it's they say it's not the best luck to sort of say, but yes, I am. It's going to be me. This like I'm really excited. I've been sort of fretting up. I've been sort of going. I've had quite a few first dates, but they've all gone sort of badly. And I was like, well, let's go with something traditional. Let's go with this sort of old ways. And I was like, when I think this way, I think this way it's really going to work out for me. And I think everything's going to go. And I'm just sort of ready to go. And it just fills my heart with warmth and with song and with.
There's an enormous crashing sound.
Oh, but
and everyone turns around, and there's a figure wearing extremely garishly pink robes and a veil that covers their entire face, holding a gong, of a size that it doesn't look possible that one person could be holding in one hand. That just made this enormous crashing sound, and they hit it again, and everyone is ringing in the ears as the sound just rings out. And they announce, the match will now commence.
The match will now commence.
People in Twitch chat type my ears crying emoji.
Streamer's just like, oh my god, well, best of luck. We're rooting for you. Fingers crossed. All of chat is rooting for you. Chat, root for her.
Hi, chat.
Twitch chat roots, a few people don't, but yeah.
Okay, ignore the haters. They don't matter.
So the matchmaker I'm imagining there's like an aisle down the rows of chairs. So the matchmaker makes their way down the aisle extremely slowly. They're also scattering small items as they go. So they're essentially like a combination flower girl ring bearer, but also throwing out like small pieces of candy in addition to flower petals, small notes that are essentially like mass-produced fortunes that you find in fortune cookies. So they're just scattering these items. And I think as they pass the ingenue who is getting matched, they gesture with one hand very dramatically at her to come up to the stage.
Who will it be? The
Twitch
match is
streamer
gonna be
fakes
made.
surprise.
Twitch chat erupts with barks.
Twitch streamer picks up one of the fortunes off the ground, opens it. It just says 27, and it's just like, oh my god, chat. What does it mean? What could it mean?
Someone else picks one up and it just says Pog.
First dates, question mark in chat.
Pog. It just says Pog.
Yeah, someone picks up a fortune, it just says Pog.
God!
Vivien, do you have a name for this ingenue?
It's a big question, Grace. It's a very big question. Valerian.
Delirian?
Valerian.
Valerian. Okay. I think the matchmaker makes their way up to this little stage, and Valerian comes up as well. And the matchmaker sets down the gong and shakes out their robes to empty them of the rest of the small items they were carrying, and they spill out onto the stage. And they very solemnly bow to show that this is a very important part of the ceremony. And I think what they do next is they take out a vial of red liquid, and they drink one small sip of it and pass it to Valerian.
Valerian is visibly shaking, but sort of takes it and takes a sip and bows.
Okay. The matchmaker takes the bottle back and pours the remaining few drops onto the stage. And very solemnly, they lower their head and lift the robes that were completely covering their head back over their face, to reveal a different color robe. Now their head is covered in a red robe rather than pink. And the matchmaker surveys the crowd and surveys the crowd some more and looks up and looks down and surveys the crowd once more. And then they turn to Valerian and they say, "Are you ready for the match?"
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I am.
Twitch chat
Then-
is filled with "it's happening."
Valerian, will you please speak the words as we practiced?
Speak the words. Speak the words. You must speak the words.
I, Valerian, monocausal, interstitial, do find myself ready and present myself open to the everlasting powers of romance and to love and to glory and to the heart itself that governs over us all and to the spirit of love that falls through us and within us and without us and forever and always. And I am thereby willing and able to accept and happy to accept the joy of love and the match that has been made from the most high and esteemed matchmakers here on this day, ready today. And I am ready for love.
Throughout this entire speech, the matchmaker has been slowly beating on a drum, So just like boom, boom, boom. And as it reaches its end, they speed up. So by the end, they're just pounding on this drum. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And so I think it comes to an end, and they end with an enormous cymbal crash. And the matchmaker turns to the crowd and says, "Now, I will sense the energies around us and select the match for Valerian, who is so clearly ready for love." And the matchmaker is standing with their hands outstretched and kind of like moving their fingers a bit, shifting their head from side to side. They're still wearing a complete facial covering, a complete robe over the head. No one knows how they're able to see out if they can.
People in Twitch chat mark weird ritual of their bingo cards.
This Twitch streamer is just like, just zooming the camera all around, just moving it all around the crowd, just to be like, guys, I don't see like anyone from Good Vibes. Like, I think everybody is just on a wave. It's incredible. It's incredible. The energy. Oh my God.
And the matchmaker tilts their head down once more as if they're going to throw off this third robe to reveal another robe of purple underneath. And their hands land on one person in the crowd. And Kris, the Twitch streamer, notices. The matchmaker gestures towards them.
So it's just like this camera's just frozen on that. It's just like, chat, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
It's filled with, oh my god, fuck.
Sees that as like, me, me?
The primordial energies of the true love have made their selection. The match has been selected.
So the Twitch streamer whose handle is Stella Ella Ola jumps up to their feet and is just like, oh my god, did she just faint? And like runs up to the stage and is trying to like, bundles up like the hoodie they're wearing and like puts it under her head. It's like, is she supposed to faint? Is asking this matchmaker. Is this okay? Is this normal? Is she okay?
This is normal. The energies of the true love.
This is normal.
The energies of the true love can be overwhelming to some.
I just let it open and it's like, oh, love.
Hi. Okay, so like
People in Twitch chat mark fainting contestant of their bingo card.
Stella is like, okay, chat, I'm really sorry. I know I said I would be streaming for like another 47 minutes, but like, I think I have to go on a first date now. Oh my god, wish me luck!
I think people in Twitch chat are, oh my god, you're up to 31 now. Like...
There's a command in the Twitch chat that just lets someone just like, the counter!
The matchmaker hits the enormous gong once again and says, the match has been made. We will now disband.
It's a match made in heaven.
The entire crowd joins in on just a beautiful celestial harmony on heaven.
Absolutely.
And then there's like dancing as everybody picks up their chairs and leaves, leaving like the two that Valerian and Stella were sitting on next to each other.
Yep. I think that's scene.
What a scene.
I think Twitch chat is just filled with I was here.
I love that upon being selected, Stella's first instinct was to talk to the chat. Chat, did you hear that?
Chat, what's happening? Chat. I think they're pointing at someone behind me. I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
great.
so that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, update the Antimagic Matchmakers card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see if I can do this.
Kris, let me know if I got Stella Ella spelled right down here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes more sense. We've been playing for a little over an hour. Should we take a quick break?
I think a break would
Yeah,
be
that
good.
sounds good.
Cool. And then we will return.
I'm cool with that.
I think it'll be Chris's turn when we get back.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Chat, I don't know what's happening, but we will be back in 5 minutes or so.
Throw some pogs in chat. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye, chat. Thanks.
right, welcome back to the Roll Plus Bond 3rd Anniversary live stream. We are currently playing Grasping Nettles and running this 72-hour stream in support of Black and Pink. So you can go to donate.rollplusbond.com, and if you donate just $1, you'll push us to halfway to the current goal. And wouldn't that be great? Yeah, we're currently playing Grasping Nettles. It is a world building and storytelling game about a community, and the community that we've built is a district of
Hell.
some city that is rom-com hell. People are bursting out into
Yes.
song. There is a good vibes field that syncs up everybody with stage direction. There are people that are just planning stage direction and making sure everybody knows dance numbers. And then there is also matchmakers, some of which are opposed to magic, even though they're definitely not doing magic.
Definitely not.
For sure.
No magic here.
Science.
So yeah, I think we're back to Kris. It is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna roll a die.
Take us away.
That's a 1. Okay. Still lots of options on a 1. Let's see. It can change a season. It can change a piece, but that wouldn't do much. Oh, we could have an event. Let's have an event.
Ooh.
Everything is happening to Good Vibes Inc. They're having an event. The event action says something big happens. It could be a festival, a holiday, anything that may reverberate through generations. The important thing that's different between this and the issue action is events don't create a problem that needs to be solved, but rather change the world in an interesting way. Okay. But that ongoing problem, that ongoing issue of rancid vibes is still a thing. So that might complicate whatever this event ends up being. I guess we'll see.
Maybe this event does something to deal with
Ooh,
that.
that's true. They haven't found a solution for the rancid vibes yet, so they're trying to make it seem on purpose. If you can't fix it, incorporate it.
Just slap some perfume over the rancid vibes.
Ew.
Come on.
Oh boy, what is this event? Festival, holiday, anything that might reverberate through the ages. What is... Well, this sounds kind of creepy when I think about it, but it certainly would be an event. I think, Good Vibes Inc. being about keeping everybody, like, connected and stuff. I think there is an event called the Synchronization, which sounds so sinister. But it's like a fun thing, right? Like, I think when people, I think people can't just like quit and leave. Or like you can quit your job, but like you're still synced up to it because they have an event that is like, okay, here's the day when like new people are onboarded and old people are taken out of the hive mind. So yeah, I unfortunately can't see this looking like anything, right? There's
Can't find a good spin to this.
no. I can't find a good spin to it. Or there's a spin. Let's not qualifying words. We're not about that here at Good Vibes Inc. Despite the ignore the good in the in the name of the company. But like, I think in previous years, they might have dealt with this all internally, but in an attempt to sort of provide transparency to the public, okay, get people involved in their community, in the businesses, in the local businesses around them. They now hold this event publicly in the like plaza in front of the Good Vibes Inc. building. So it's just like the entire staff of the company stands in this plaza and like just did you ever have a thing in elementary school where your gym teacher was just like, all right, you all are too rowdy and I'm very tired and you all annoy me and get on my nerves, so we're going to go out into the yard during gym class. You're all going to stand in grid formation and then we're all going to do like calisthenic exercises. And then other students who can see outside of the windows will point and laugh because this is very odd to be doing in November in Canada.
I can't say I relate to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that's
Especially
different is
the
I've never been
Canada
to
part.
Canada. Yeah. Everything else I've done exactly like that. Just never in Canada.
Okay, well that's fair.
That's
So
the
yeah,
joke. I've never done that.
so universal experience that this is. I think it's just something more like this, except instead of like jumping jacks and lunges, it's like dance steps. And just like as the dance goes along, some people you kind of see them like slow down or kind of fall out of sync, and they just needed to like work that last little bit of dance out of their system. And then they're just like back to themselves, and they can like leave out of the formation, and the new hires like go and like stand in that formation, start to pick up the moves, and then by the end of the dance number, everybody who's out of the company is out, and everybody who's been hired, this is your onboarding. And you're in the network now.
Great.
Marking a dance on the bingo card.
So this is synchronization day.
It's a shame we don't have the
simultaneous
contempt
on
emoji
and
in the Twitch
simultaneous
chat.
on and off boarding from the company via a whole staff dance number. It's delightful and terrifying in equal measure, like this community.
Perfect.
Over to me.
Yep.
26. I meant to go and get a D6 in the break, but I forgot.
Me too.
That happens.
I rolled a 1. So we can have a matchmaker project, a matchmaker location, and another issue for the
Oh my god, pop them back up.
the goodbye thing. That.
Oh, isn't that the space they just came from though? Oh, but it's a different turn. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna do. And you know what? I'm gonna do a project for the Antimagic matchmakers. They're in my mind. What are they up to? I think they have been. You know what? They're sort of having to resort to some odd methods because people have been saying rude things about like you are doing magic though. Like you not see that, and they're like, no, clearly not. And so they are. What with all these strange vibe machines happening around, they're building their own machine to generate an anti-magic field to place
Not
over
magic.
beloved
Machine.
Boulevard.
To prove that what they're doing is not magic.
Yeah, that it is, in fact, deep intuition and interacting with the field of love.
They are so good at vibe checks. They're like vibe accountants.
Right. I will roll a die and start thinking about what I want to do. Wait. That's a big 6. Oh boy.
Ooh.
It's the scariest number.
1 is the loneliest, 6 is the scariest, yes. As they say.
We all know this.
So many possibilities.
6 is the scariest number that you'll
3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna get a Good Vibes Inc. location. We're gonna get Good Vibes Inc. headquarters.
Talking about that good location. I'm sorry.
I figured out the workaround, and it's that I just have to put a character at the end, and then I can type normally, and then I just delete it later. For the space
So weird.
situation.
Excellent.
What is up with your space bar? This is deeply weird.
So yeah, Good Vibes Inc.
Or
headquarters.
it's types and not keyboards.
It is a heart-shaped building, of course, which kind of an engineering marvel, given that the base is very small, and then it widens out.
Vertically.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like if you looked at it from the top down, it was no.
No. If you look at it from next to it,
Awful.
it breaks out into the sky like a heart. I think there are probably some supporting columns underneath. It's like being propped up. Yeah, this is where they do the thing. We've got the good vibe machine. Maybe it's in like it's at the top of each of the two heart pieces, are the two pieces of the good vibe machine, just pumping out. Oh god, this is. I mean, how cursed do we want to make it? It'd be kind of funny if like
go full curse.
If it has sort of a. If you look really closely, you can see the heartbeat.
Oh.
Of it like pulsing out this field.
Perfect.
Oh, I hate it.
No, I love it.
Ooh.
Did you say where this was located?
Somewhere in town. Maybe it's on like the outskirts of this neighborhood. Like no, maybe it's the center. It's got to be the center, so that the field is everywhere. So yeah, the very center of our neighborhood. And there's definitely like grassy area around it, so that they could do at least their synchronization day numbers, among other things.
Beautiful.
Cool. That's everything for me.
Oh god. My turn, I guess. Roll a die. A 5. Okay. Ooh, what do I want to do? So much stuff going on already.
With a 5, you could end one of those two projects.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's literally like both of them. I think all the world's states management is going to finish their synchronicity field. Let's see. Yeah, I think. What would this look like? I think they have, of course, shaped it very differently. Like they care about love, but they also care about dance and other things. So I think what this synchronicity field, like projector or whatever, looks like is, how like for theater you have like the image with like the two masks.
Yeah.
I think this is just two of these giant masks, but like if you look at the other side of the mask, you see that it's like a huge like radar dish antenna.
That's very good.
And I think these just like conspicuously like move around during the day, like pointing towards different parts of town.
Love it.
To like coordinates like the like dance numbers and stuff. And
Perfect.
I think like I also think like the faces like move and stuff like to signify the emotions they are like transmitting. is
Do we
very
see
creepy and
them?
uncanny, I would say.
Do we see them move, or do we just look over and sometimes they're a different expression than they were? Everyone's like, that wasn't there before. Or is it more like they mechanically move like an automaton?
I think they when you're looking at them, they slightly move. But
Mhm.
when you look away and look back, they have moved to a different location all of a sudden, you know? I think they do not want to be observed moving, but they do move.
Mhm.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, if you want to update the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, how do I describe it?
Right? How do you write down all that stuff?
We can just add a thing to show it's done.
Okay, how do I signify that it's done?
I'll
You
take care
can
of that.
add an
Yeah,
emoji on it.
Yeah.
Okay. My cursor. Let's see.
This is the worst place that exists.
It's definitely the most, I think, the most cursed world that I've ever made with this game or any world building game.
Yeah, possibly. Okay. So then is it my turn again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a 6. Okay.
Oh.
So many things to do. Remind me how generation works if it's just one piece that lands on that.
So that piece or that faction will kind of fade to the back. You'll just describe how they fade to the background for the rest of the generation, and then once the other pieces also land there, we will
That's
skip
when we'll
forward.
switch over.
Yeah. But it could be the start.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we're aiming to be halfway through soon. Are we trying to go through a generational change, or are we just, if it happens, it happens, doesn't have to?
Yeah, I would be interested in seeing what a generation later this place looks like.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
The moon
Yeah,
creature
because
arrives.
I think I could get any of these factions to generation in 6 moves, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right.
I'm thinking I'm going to move the Antimagic Matchmakers there.
Cool.
If it will let me.
There you go.
Thank you. And so I think so the Antimagic Matchmaker is kind of fading. So I think that traditional style of matchmaking, where it is very ceremonial, very evocative of magic, but strictly they claim is not magic.
It's definitely not magic.
Yeah, I think people just don't believe them at a certain point. And they're just like, you're doing magic. We don't believe in what you're doing. And so a lot of people who were in this old guard, unofficial group of old matchmakers just stop practicing matchmaking because people keep calling what they're doing magic. So there are a lot of most of the active anti-magic matchmakers are no longer active as matchmakers. They go into retirement, so to speak, or
they're focused on building the anti-magic field machine.
yeah, some of them are drawn other places. Some of them genuinely do get into the divination magic. But I think over the next several, I don't know, can I define this as a period of several weeks, or is that too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a wave of like matchmakers who decide they no longer want to be part of this. And maybe it had to do with the ceremony from our scene and how yeah, that maybe it was because it was streamed and
Yeah,
that's
'cause
normally not allowed.
it's
People
supposed to be a
see
big
it and they're like,
secret.
yeah, this is just magic. And so that causes a lot of people to either leave the faction, retire, focus on something else, or just genuinely become a magic user. So the anti-magic matchmakers kind of fade away as a faction.
Wow. Great.
Damn.
I
The power of
can
Twitch.
I could
Exposed.
add that.
Hate to see it. Okay. I will roll a dice and hope for a number that can get me to generation. Wow. Nope, that's a 2. Okay. Another issue. No. Ooh. Let's find out about another season. I'm gonna move the Good Vibes Inc. to the season. The season change. Let me just read what that is again because it's been a minute.
First
Change the
date
current season. Seasons should be understood broadly. Well, they can be about weather. They can also be something cultural like Fashion Week or Trumpet season. Not Trumpet season. Okay. What a good name for a season. What's this season? And this is like is this like a season that is particularly important to Good Vibes Inc.? Is that sort of the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. What is... Oh, okay. So it's basically summer, but it's not because it's like warm outside and, the weather is nice, stuff like that. No, it's because people are on like, vacation or people are taking breaks. It's like the season when everybody comes back to this community and then you get all those like hallmark moments where it's like, oh, I went off to the big city and now I'm back to my small town to, find out things are different. And well, I may or may not like those changes and end up staying here because big city. That's how Hallmark movies work, right? Yeah, it's like the season where everybody comes back home for like a couple of months and then sometimes stays for the rest of their life. Depends. And that's great for Good Vibes Inc. because it's like so many more people to affect with the vibes. It really, or I don't know if it's good, but it's an important season because it's like, all right, everybody. Okay, gotta stay sharp. All right, we're expecting a big influx in the next 3 to 4 weeks, so
make sure the field is strong.
Yeah, you gotta make sure the field is strong. Remember, we're working buddy system over the next over this season. All right, never get too far from your buddy because we don't want the strain to cause people to faint, or we don't want a repeat of 4 years ago and the people who were there kind of solemnly chuckle and the people who were not there worry. God. I will figure out a name for this season. The season of many returns. Yes.
Perfect.
Nice.
Which it's really hard to make anything in this game not sound ominous now. Okay. So that's me.
We just made an ominous place.
Yeah. Rom-cominous.
That's a character, by the way.
Rominous, commonous, ominous.
Rominous.
That's the king.
Rominous, commonous. Rominous, commonous.
Oh. You're up, Vivien.
I rolled a 2. Mm,
Well, it just really doesn't want us to leave.
No.
no.
Stay with me.
Let's move all the world to stage management, and let's cause another issue.
Yes.
Oh boy. It's too many people.
So you know those giant masks,
Oh no.
Yeah, I do know
and you
those
know
giant
how
masks.
The giant, what did you say?
the big
Oh, the
mask
mask.
satellite
Okay.
dishes, and also the vibe is still kind of rancid, a bit better. There's a little bit of synchronization.
Just a
The
little.
vibes are fighting. And this is causing some issues. There's a lot of people just sort of flicking between channels a bit. And so like you're sort of, how is this different from just before when I was sort of going all over the place? I think this is just, a lot of people are just confused. A lot of people are within the same sort of song, keep like jumping about. It's basically just made everything worse. And what's more, now you have all these new people coming in, and they're like, hold on, what's all going here? And yeah, and they're basically like, hey, this wasn't here before. We don't like this. This isn't very fun. And there's a daily protests at the big masks, in song, of course.
Oh, of course.
Incredible.
Does
It's like-
someone like?
I was gonna say, are there people with like playing some really heavy guitars as part of it, like kind of a
Yeah.
heavy metal protest singing at the masks?
Rage
It's
Against
all
the
the
Masked
genres
Machine.
they're not allowed to sing in the mass performances. So it's like all heavy metal, weird experimental,
Mhm.
punk. It's all the non-rom-com genres.
There's some like
Heavy metal rom-com though kind of slaps.
like some noise pieces. There's a lot of spoken word, but like not the romance, just sort of very sound poem vibes. Touch bitters. It's all getting very experimental.
Yeah, a lot of experimental vocal stylings.
Mhm.
Just noise.
There's
Yeah.
ska.
Ska, yeah.
All right, I've rolled a 5.
Oh, there we go.
2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect.
Got him.
Good Vibes Inc. fading to the background until the next generation, because I think they're like having to spend a lot of time. I mean, yeah, there are protests at the competing synchronicity field center, but like the fact of the matter is there are still 2 fields right now. Like there's this weird competition that's driving people away, so they have to spend a lot more of their time like trying to convince people to use the good vibes thing, and then like this issue, the rancid vibes issue has never been resolved.
Mm-mm.
So right when they start, every time they start making progress on getting people to like trust the good vibes field, people are getting these directions to start chanting like a horror person or whatever else, or breaking out into fights.
They spend a fortune on getting the rights to Good Vibrations for an ad campaign, and they can't get the people on their side. No.
Right. Yeah. So it's a lot of inner turmoil there.
I just remember there's 2 very prominent songs called Good Vibrations, and I don't know which one I mean.
It's both of them all at the same time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well,
that's the
It's a
problem.
you
That
know
makes
me
it
at it
worse.
again.
They start with the Beach
Each
Boys one, but
second
someone
it
got
switches between which one is playing.
Mhm.
talking about the good vibrations.
Which really is just emblematic of their entire issue.
Yeah,
but
that's the
yes.
problem. It's the problem happening again.
Yeah, they try and get the rights to both of them. No, they try to get the rights to both of them, but they get them mixed up and start making arguments appropriate to one for the other one. And so
Eek.
that yeah.
I thought
They
they would get
contact the
like the
wrong
rights to
people.
half of each of them. Like,
Half of each. Oh boy.
Yeah, but they're non-consecutive halves. They get like the
Mhm.
first eighth of one, and then the last 3/8, and then 5/8 in the middle
Oh.
of another one.
yeah. Guess I'll do my turn
Shaking
now.
my head. Mm-hmm.
That's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that.
Got it.
Dang, new generation. But how does the all the world's stage management fade into obscurity first? Well, obscurity. I think it's just like people are so focused on like the vibes thing that they forget all about the songs. You know, like sure they still break into songs and stuff, but like it's not really what occupies people anymore. It's just all about like, oh, are these masks about? And like, sure, that's the thing they did, but that isn't their core business, you know? Just
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing too much. It was a good partnership back then between Good Vibes and All the World's a Stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta stay in your lane.
Mhm.
They did not.
All right. When all 3 faction markers have landed comfortably on the generation space, you'll perform a time skip. Have a brief conversation about how much time passes when the generation advances. It may make sense to be a few years, a few decades, a few centuries, or even a few days.
Maybe some seasons?
I kind of like the idea of this like just like the time skip and like the post-apocalyptic
We skip all
remains
the
of
way
what this
to the
turns into.
We skip all the way to the space future.
I'm
Yeah, we don't actually see the
The moon get
the
here.
destruction of the thing that woke up on the moon. We're post that at this point.
Oh my god.
Unless we really want that on screen, which I kind of do.
I would love the moon to be still around.
Yeah. So some other apocalyptic event.
I mean, so
That
if we
is
just
funny. I like it.
if we just say like a while, you know, if we want to say a long time, because like the next step is we're going to be going through all of the note cards that we have and saying how each of them changes.
Very, very early in the chat in this game, I think it was Devin mentioned something about the shipping wars. We could be post that.
Oh, the
That was our
shipping wars.
apocalypse.
That's good.
All right, so probably maybe a couple of decades. That's enough time for things to go really south, and then
Yeah.
cool. All right, the next step is determine if this is the final generation of your session. I don't believe so because we're halfway done.
Only.
Exactly.
So much has happened.
And then, yeah, keep that in mind for the following steps. So, next, everyone takes turns addressing the active index cards on the table. On your turn, choose a note card and think about how it's changed. Consult the list on the next page for guidance on the different card types, and ignore any cards that have already been marked complete. And you can address multiple cards on one turn if it makes sense. And we will mark all of the note cards that we address to make sure that we get all of them. Bring in like a big check mark.
There's a little check mark emoji you can put on things. If you click a note card and then add emoji, and you can add emojis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although we do, so one of the emojis should be marking it complete, and then the other should be that we've addressed it, because those are different.
Yeah, maybe an exclamation
Mhm.
point for "this has been addressed."
Cool. Or a heart to keep in theme.
True, fair. I'm gonna be very afraid of heart emojis for the next little bit moving forward.
So whose turn is it now?
This is
Mine, I
Cindy's turn.
think.
Yeah, this was. Well, my turn was to
Oh,
end the
Cindi, yeah.
generation. But yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that it is Grace's turn, I believe.
I'm just looking through our cards right now.
Yeah, and just as you're thinking, I'll just go through the list of the different types of things. So, events will describe how the event comes to a close. Projects, we will decide if the project gets finished in this generation, carried over to the next, or just abandoned entirely. Describing how all that looks. Issues, we decide if the issue is resolved or if it persists and worsens.
Sorry.
Faction, decide how the faction changes with the next generation. Does it still exist in its current form, or do the younger voices shape it into something different? Characters, describe the legacy the character left in this generation, and if they're still alive and active in the next generation, update their card with their new role in society. Or if they've passed on from the world, write that down and mark it complete. And locations, describe how the location changes with time and reflect those changes. And finally, glimpses. Describe the interaction the community has with the glimpse over time, if any.
So my first idea was to do something with Paul Moranian, who we haven't talked about in a while. Maybe try and see what kind of role he took on. But we already did all the world to stage management thing.
Well, no, we should
I'll do-
we should address those because we did those at the end of the generation, but like we should address them moving into like whatever this decade skip is that apparently we have a soft understanding is catastrophic, but we don't know what happened yet.
I think I actually want to do something with Beloved Boulevard. I think the first thing is that over time, it doesn't switch spelling, but people start calling it Boulevard Beloved because there was a miscommunication over which abbreviation meant which word. So I don't think the matchmakers still exist in the same way. Whoever does the matchmaker card can kind of handle that, but I don't think they're organized in this way where they all live on the same street. I think this street has become
Is this rom-com entering the stage of every rom-com where like the couple breaks up, except it's a whole city? Is that what's happening here?
I think so. Yeah. I think like before this street was covered in all kinds of like posters and advertising and really colorful different flourishes, and people decorated their storefronts and the fronts of their homes, and there was a lot of plant life growing on various porches and different things. I think the color scheme has darkened a lot, so a lot of grays, a lot of dark blues, and all the plants are dead. Maybe there's one living plant, but it looks like it's going out. And all the posters that used to advertise different matchmakers and different matchmaking services are all gone. I think it still has those magic qualities though, where people end up on there randomly, but now since it's a pretty unremarkable street, no one knows why. Or maybe some people remember when this was a place and when it was important, and now it's just an annoyance that you're trying to get somewhere and you keep ending up on this other street. Maybe they just call it Boulevard Boulevard. Like maybe they lost the beloved part.
Rough. What a heartbreak.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Maybe that's the emoji. Is that?
Oh, crushing.
Great.
I don't see where I can add emojis right now.
Oh, Adam's done
yeah,
it,
I got it.
think.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Am I addressing the next one?
You address
I think
something.
you are.
Okay. Does anybody really want to address the glimpse? Because if so, I can leave it for you. I don't need to be the one, but
I want it addressed. I don't really mind who does it.
it will be addressed. I think it has to be before we move on.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the glimpse part say? Describe the interaction the community has with the glimpse over time, if any. Sea levels have risen as the glimpse looms closer. You know, as everybody was busy during the shipping wars, distracted by breakups and various other interpersonal tragedies. The moon never changed its course. And, you know, the amount of space people have to get away from each other has shrunken as, you know, the water encroaches on the dry land, and we are all forced into a smaller area.
This is a lot. Because the moon is piloting its way.
It's a coming.
Playing Waterworld, the game.
Rom-com Waterworld.
Who knew?
This is the ultimate genre mashup. We're doing it.
It really has been from the beginning, yeah.
You could say it always was. It always has been.
Oh, on the me. Well, while we're here, I'm gonna do the GVI HQ. Which I think has broken.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
So
right down the middle.
I've done.
Oh no.
You know, it is. It's like the Planet of the Apes show in which you're like, it's the ruined of your world, but it's like sort of have this sort of pan over the city, and you sort of focus on the broken heart, the broken good vibes in HQ.
Oh, no.
And how did it happen? Kind of vague. Who knows? But it's happened.
All right, I'll throw that in there. What is with this space thing? I don't understand. The heart has broken. Tragic.
Oh, just to make this worse, y'all know that there's a town. Here we go. There's a town in Italy called Centuripe or Centuripe. I don't speak Italian. I don't know how you pronounce that. But from when photographed from certain aerial angles, it looks like a person.
Sorry.
I think I've seen this.
Can this town be in the same shape, and the broken heart is in the where you would put a heart of a person?
Oh.
It's bad.
All right, so you said the town. I'm just marveling at this weird town. You said our town is in the shape of what?
is also in the shape of a person from some aerial angles, and like
Okay.
the Good Vibes HQ, to get it kind of central,
Oh my
so it can
God,
reach
that's
every
so
corner.
good. Yeah.
But now
Mhm.
it's got a person with a broken heart.
That's so good.
And also
Aw.
some of their limbs are further covered by seawater as the moon rises. The moon nears. Yep.
That's fine. There's no problem with
grade.
the seawater thing or the moon thing.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's my turn, huh? What a curse that we've brought onto this already cursed world.
I personally love it.
What can I even do with these people? I think I might have to address Good Vibes Inc. as a faction here, which what is going on with them? I think they're not the same anymore. Obviously, like they don't pump the vibe field. I think the field that they do pump has to be. Who was it actually? Let me go back to this moon thing. Deep. Okay, the matchmakers knew about the moon beast. So maybe I'll
They
actually
sure did.
Moon beast.
maybe I'll turn to this, which is the Antimagic field machine construction. I think this project was kind of like taken over. I think I'll do both of these, like because already at the end of the end of the generation, the Antimagic matchmakers were losing their sway after being Twitch streamed, and everybody thought they were magic and full of hot air. So I think they're just folded into the matchmakers as a broader organization. But the matchmakers themselves are no longer making matches. Like they're a organization fully devoted to repelling this moon. So they've co-opted the anti-magic field machine construction with to be an anti-moon field machine construction, which is completed.
That's the only reason why the moon hasn't just fully made.
Yeah, I think they're holding it back.
God.
So that's that, and that's also completed.
Yeah, don't forget your moon repellent.
God. Okay.
Oh, and then I'll say that the matchmakers changed their name. They're now the Moonbreakers.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yo,
Yes.
dog.
The Moonbreaker.
Cool. That's all for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna resolve the vibes are clashing issue. First of all, the giant heart antenna, the giant heart has clearly broken, so it's not clashing anymore. But I also think that All the World's stage management has managed to militarize the two giant mask raiders against the protesters.
Oh no. Should we just like switch this to a game of Beam Saber after this?
Yeah.
Speaking of Beam Saber, you can join us tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. for Beam Saber Rush Wars.
Woo.
Self promo.
It's gonna
Internal
be
promo.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this has just broken up the protest. Like, people are still against it, but like, yeah, the protest has been broken. How do I write this? let's go. Dissolved and heartbroken. Um,
Great.
yeah.
Perfect.
So I think I have a bit about Valerian. So in the ceremony, she was talking about how she thought this old traditional way would work out for her and everything. I think her enthusiasm for that very pure kind of love translates to her pre-apocalyptic event opening this little shop where it's kind of like one of those little shops in our world where people sell crystals and various other kind of
Notebooks, plants.
yeah, that kind of thing. I think it was a lending library of different items, so you could borrow various books on love and the making of tinctures to encourage love and various things like that, and crystal-like objects and spells and different things like that. I think post-apocalypse it survives and Valerian survives, and it's more of a community space now, so it's become just this little place where Valerian will reminisce about the old days and give different people who, even though it's apocalyptic, are still looking for love, give them advice or lend them a helpful book or a good luck charm or something like that.
Cool.
I guess that's kind of making a new location, but I can define that on a different turn.
Sure. Okay. What do we still got here? Oh, okay. Gonna return to my boy Paul Mulroney. I think. Let me see how for characters, their legacy, if they're still alive and active, update their card with their new role. Yeah. Okay. So I think Paul is still alive, but he's very, very old, and kind of the thing that he does. I don't know if he's still attached to all the worlds of stage management, but oh, he still remembers everyone's name. The people who didn't make it through the shipping wars, the people who escaped, who fled to safer grounds, the people who have disappeared on nights with full moons. Those are increasing in frequency.
Oh boy.
And so for people who, are missing someone very, very badly, right? You haven't seen them in a long time. They broke up with you. You can't talk to them anymore. They've blocked you. You can go to Paul, or as he's now known, Mr. Broken Heart, and he can still say your name in exactly their voice. And it just brings small comfort to the lonely.
Mr.
Oh.
Broken Heart.
No.
Wow.
This is really sweet, but in a fucked up way.
Early synchronization day. I think in a way that everyone could. Events that describe how the event comes to a close and market complete. The vibe the heart is broken. The vibes are gone. The moon is dangerous. And there's just not space. This was a sort of time of sort of great. This was like yeah, let's do this all in public. Everyone can see what's going on. There beneath the heart is now what the base is, and we have maybe someone disappears for a couple of days, goes off beneath the heart, the broken heart is sort of there. The sort of synchronization is sort of becoming more, and there's sort of this. You're sort of encouraged, like, oh, if you. It's sort of more like getting people in, and something's been planned there for a little while. So yeah, just more ominous stuff. Behind closed doors, something's going on. Good Vibes Inc. Officially shuttered, but who knows? Who knows?
Great. Okay. Perfect. I'm thinking about Stella Elahola, who, Twitch streamer, did that date. I don't know if Valerian, if they're still with Valerian.
What if that was like they became sort of like faces of as the anti-magic matchmakers were dying off. They're like, no, we did this. This one is us. This was real. And they're just like, this was not the kind of fame I wanted.
What if it was their breakup that kicked off this whole thing? Because it was like a very televised relationship.
Everyone knew about that one. They knew how it happened.
They knew how it happened. They kept streaming like additional dates. It sort of
they
took
were in the
on.
room where it happened.
It sort of took on, a broader and broader appeal. Like people that have never even heard of this messed up neighborhood in their world were watching this like romance stream once a month or once a week or whenever it would be. And then, they broke up, I guess. Oh, tragic. And that somehow that kicked off a whole series of events that we're seeing now. Maybe that was just the straw that broke the camel's back, but yeah, Stella has not streamed in a bit. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
Twitch chat is a mix of worried and upset.
You're still playing Twitch chat. Yeah, Stella has not streamed since the breakup that broke the world.
Let's see.
We've only got a couple left. It looks like officially Good Vibes Inc. Nobody did the Rancid vibes, and then All the World's a Stage.
Did address the Rancid vibes, although was that about the Moonbreakers?
I thought that was about the vibes were clashing.
Yeah.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, those are different issues. Different, but
A
similar
lot of
issues.
Sort of
problems. So many problems with vibes.
We've sort of done Good Vibes Sync with Synchronization Day 1 actually as well. It's all shuttered, but there's still loose vibes. Jumping about.
I think I'm gonna pick All the World's Estate Management. And I think it becomes All the World's Estate Management. Real heel turn here.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
People in the organization just realized that like there is no money in dance. But you know what there is money in? Real estate.
In the small amount of land that is left with rising sea level.
Yes. Exactly.
It's at a prime, baby. I hate it. I hate it. This is the worst thing to me.
We created a horrible, horrible wonderland, and now it's been destroyed.
I mean, I was mispronouncing it as estate management half the time, so that's just like, okay, that's just what I'm doing, I guess.
Okay, so just Good Vibes Inc. and the vibes are rancid.
Also for Twitch chat, yes, fuck capitalism.
Yeah.
Check it on the bingo card.
I have an idea for the vibes are rancid. I think whatever that employee did to break the system so that it would send various the mixed messages, that has survived. So the fields, I think, I don't know if the fields still exist in the way they once did. I know the heart broke, and then the other field was changed into the anti-moon field. So I don't think the fields that used to pump the music and the vibes still exist in that way, but whatever broke it in that one way persisted. So there, if you go into certain places or at certain times, you can still hear and feel some of the weird clashing vibes, and sometimes people recreate that or re-engage with it just for old time's sake, but it usually leaves everyone feeling very sad.
Nostalgia for bad times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bleak.
Nostalgia for the worst part of the good times.
That's so bleak.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's all pretty bleak.
We're in we are in the breakup phase. It's fine. All right, and Good Vibes Inc. That's our last one left. Yikes. In charge of broadcasting the good vibes. There are no more good vibes to be broadcast. The dance has gone underground, which is so sinister. Okay. What are they doing now? Are they just like general, still maybe, in a post-war apocalypse, your good vibes are just like peace? Are they just like peacekeepers? Like, those friends, when you have two friends who break up, and then you as a mutual friend to both of them are like, oh, well, now we have to pick a side. Good Vibes Inc. is just like managing it's like facilitating communication between people who had to pick sides between breakups, but they're still friends.
Oh.
Okay.
So that people don't have to, it's like, you do not have to go and talk to your ex. We can run that message for you. We can make sure that, like, they don't, we'll go and get your stuff out of their apartment so that they don't, like, flush it all down a toilet. Or throw it into the sea or something.
Except in the shipping wars, that was on a community-wide scale.
Mm-hmm. The whole city went to war, yeah. Oh, dreadful. Okay.
We did it. None of this was where I was expecting to go. Whenever we put the last thing on generation.
Oh, delightful. Okay.
All right. So the final step in generations is once all cards have been addressed, flip everything back to their proper position and take a 10-minute break. Get some water, stretch your legs, check your phone, and check in on your fellow players.
Okay.
So I guess we'll do that and then come back and ride this out.
Oh boy.
Good ones.
Peacekeepers. It really just sounds like a euphemism for cops, but
Okay. I'll change that because I would love for it to not.
Yeah. Also, for the bingo cards, all costs are bad, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember the name for it. I had a friend group a long way back that kind of split in half, and we jokingly referred to it as might have been a schism. So something with the word schism could work.
Schism is good. Oh man.
Detente.
What's a
Detente.
detente?
There's like a period of cooling
Mhm.
relationships after
Mhm.
I think the Cold
Yeah.
War.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
not the end of tensions, but it's calmed down.
Detente. But it's
Mhm.
date.
Oh my god. It's back. Another pun. The puns are everywhere for this thing.
No one should have let me play this game. All right. They are the detente, but DATE.
Okay.
NTE.
Great. Perfect.
Beautiful.
All right. I think we will head away for now. If you're if you're in the chat, if you're watching along, why don't you go take a break too? Get some water. Get some I don't know, whatever. Tea?
Get some snacks.
Snacks?
Talk
Oh,
to your loved
like-
ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tell them you care about them.
Aww.
Yeah. Let's go do that. We'll be back. have returned.
We're alive.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the Roll Plus Bond 3rd anniversary live stream. We're currently playing at Grasping Nettles and raising money for Black and Pink. Go to donate.rollplusbond.com. We're about to do some nice donation readings, Kris.
Yeah. Recent donors include Stella Ella Ola, who says, broken heart emoji, I won't forget you, Valerian. Anonymous, Ellie, and Margaret with a
Hey, thanks, Ellie.
with a 3. Yeah. Again, we don't know where the last. Oh yeah, the last donation that it showed for a while was an anonymous person who donated this amount. So I think those are the ones that we've had this game. Delightful. Thank you everybody for contributing.
Yeah. And Cindi, didn't you have an idea?
Yeah. I'm kind of copying this off the Orbital Blues crew, which is maybe as a donation incentive, you can put in a location or character or anything else you want to declare for this game. So like maybe you can be like, oh, I want to declare, I don't know, Honey Lover 31, who is the biggest Stella Ella Holla fangirl or whatever. You can do that.
Yeah, so do that. We'll keep an eye on donations, and we'll add your stuff to the world if you want to add to this bleak, desolate world that we've built here.
Post rom-com world.
Yeah, great. Who did the last thing?
I think
Right?
Cindi brought in all of the generation thing. Oh, but you mean who did the last, like, one of the things moving forward? Then yeah, that was me.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll move to Vivien to get us started here in the new world.
In the new era.
In the new one. I forgot to go get another D6 again. I rolled a 3. I'm gonna move the Moonbreakers. Just the season.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just gonna double diamond check. Reminders, change the current season. Season's Grasping Nettles should be understood broadly. While they can be weather-based like spring or summer, they can also be slang cultural like Fashion Week or Trumpet season. Shout out to Trumpet season yet again.
Mm-hmm.
Really love trumpet season.
We love and will never experience trumpet season.
And this season is going to be the Dawn of the Blade.
Oh.
Wait, the Dawn of
Yeah,
the what?
all right.
Oh.
Dawn of the Blade, it sounded
Okay,
like?
that is what I also heard. Okay, yep.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about this. What the heck does this mean?
We've got all your classic seasons. First Date, Many Returns, Blade Dawn.
Dawn of the Blade.
This happens every year. It's normal.
Good sorting. Ugh. What a time.
This is the everyone's worried about the Moon Beast. You're worried about the Moon Beast. I'm worried about the Moon Beast. And more specifically, the Moonbreaker's worried about the Moon Beast. And in I'm of Replicon tradition, just gonna throw a bunch of swords at it.
Like javelins.
The matchmakers' traditional sense of, creating love, creating affection, has moved into blacksmithing. And everyone's just making swords. And everyone's gifting those swords to their loved ones.
Aww.
And that's the new, and there's this sort of, that's sort of how, it's, you've got to keep forward a little bit of romance. And everyone's just like, if I give you the sword, will you not be mad at me anymore? So yeah, it's sword time.
People are exchanging swords. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, that it is just like revolutionary gallantine.
All yours.
I got a 5. Let's see. I will move. See, now we got landlords. Let's see. What are we gonna have happen here? Because so I'm thinking I don't want to impose my will on this game or anything, but if we did just get to the phase where they're broken up, surely by the end of this, the rom-com turns back happy again. Probably not. I don't know how we can ever get it there, but like surely.
We can at
we
least
can
maybe end
I
it on
believe
like
enough.
a positive sort of turn.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm trying to figure out how to put a
We need
piece.
to get through the sads first.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Moon Beast isn't so bad after all.
The sea level thing
Googling
feels pretty bad.
rom-com sads.
The Moon Beast arrives and everyone falls in love with it.
The Moon Beast will provide the new vibes. That's what we get. That's where we'll get them from.
The Moon Beast is a great dancer, actually.
Damn it.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna make a new faction.
Oh.
I feel like we need somebody in the background here to get started.
Yeah.
And it's related to the Moonbreakers. What if this is like... Here, I gotta put my customary period at the end so I can actually type. What if this is like... What's a good word for like the Matchmakers return, or like... This is I want it to basically be a group of people that were not matchmakers that like want to bring that back to the city.
Mm.
The New Romantics.
That's pretty
The
good.
New Romantics.
That's very good.
With an NU, unfortunately.
The wrong
Like new metal.
communist.
Damn it.
God.
Oh, that's good.
That might be too good to pass up.
I really like New Romantics. And I
Yeah.
really like rom-com
Right?
remakes.
How can I choose between these two?
Both?
Yeah,
The
official
New
name.
Romantics present the rom-communist.
The New Romantics of a school of rom-communism.
Official name is New Romantics, but I think a lot of people call them the rom-communists.
Hell yeah.
Either disparagingly or in good. Like, some people say it like it's a bad thing, and then other people are like, no, that's actually good. So the New Romantics are a group of people trying to bring matchmaking back. Good vibes will save us. And that's that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, give me roll dice. 2. See, what can I do? I think I'm gonna move over the Moonbreakers to a project. And I think that project will be so this will be a new project. Let's see. I think just holding back the Moon Beast isn't enough, of course. What we need is a... what would this look like? I think it is a giant spear and orbital cannon combination. The orbital cannon is, of course, to fire the spear into the moon and to once and for all break the moon. It's in the name, of course.
This is Jester and Lagan, but with romance.
Yes. Hey, what will you call this? My head is just filled with the Spear of Longinus, and I'm not gonna call it that, but... I think it's the Sky Piercer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not ominous at all.
Yeah, definitely the good guys. Only the good guys can make something called the Sky Piercer.
Who else would do this? Yeah, an orbital cannon and spear designed to split the moon.
all right. I
Perfect.
think that's fair. I rolled a 2.
Oh no, I only now read the Spear of Longinus in chat from Alice. That's a very good name, Alice.
Mm-mm. I know I set the last scene, but I kind of want to set another scene.
It was a great scene.
It was a good scene.
Mhm.
So I think I'm going to move the date taunt, which I keep reading as date night, like night spelled Nite.
That's the new hottest video game.
It is the mech that wields the Sky Piercer.
Oh.
Does someone else want to move that for me? It is
Oh, yeah.
not moving. So let's make a scene. I was just going to do 2 random people, but what if this is Valerian and Stella meeting up again? I'm not going to take either Valerian or Stella because that's Vivien and Kris, right? So unless you would like to pass on those characters, I won't take either of them.
I'm fine to pass along.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think this scene is okay. So this is a mediated meeting between the 2 of them, facilitated by a detente representative. I think this is part of their detente date nights program, where they are arranging romantic nights as a way of facilitating communication. So they're covering the cost and selecting the location and taking all of the stress out of planning an event. And then all the 2 people have to come in and meet up again Um, I think I'll be the détente representative who is kind of facilitating this.
Okay. I kind of want to be the moon.
Oh my god. Excuse me.
And its presence.
God. Great.
Kris, if you don't want to take Stella, then I'll take Stella.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Stella, if anybody wants to play Stella, feel free. Go ham.
Cool.
I am still going to be the moon.
Vivien?
I think this time I'm gonna be the chorus. I think it's being brought back. We're here again.
All right, I guess I gotta. Oh no, I'll play the representative, the détente.
I'll play Honeygirl 31, the character I came up with as an example, but now is an actual character in this game. Who is the Stella Ella fangirl who is like not live streaming but live tweeting this.
I'm not going to say we can do this. We can't do this without a Valerian, but I feel like we should probably have a Valerian.
Unless she doesn't show.
Fair. Oh.
Oh.
No.
Heartbreaking. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Oh no.
Oh, incredible. Phew.
Okay. So Adam, as the representative, where have you brought Stella?
Let's see. What do we have? Oh, I mean, the worst version of it is Valerian. It was supposed to be at Valerian's little community space, dedicated to charms and spells and books about love.
Oh.
I guess I'll do that. So yeah, the détente had set this up. You know, both parties were into it, and so like, it became obvious that the best place to set it up was at this shop, one of the few remaining like definitely nice places in town for right now. Yeah, and so just watching the chat upset about the lack of smooch that might be happening.
I can't see it, so if there's anything particularly good, let me know.
Just don't count your smooches before they hatch. That's what Mad said. Yeah, so I think the détente welcomed Stella. I imagine Stella got there what they're perceiving as they got there first, and said, "Oh yeah, welcome. Happy that you made it." You know, I was worried that sometimes these things, the mediation doesn't go. It's not as easy as it might seem. So very happy to see that you're here. That means this is going to go great.
The mediation isn't easy.
I think Honey Lover 31, who is sitting in like on the table in the background, is tweeting Stella Ella is here! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! And describes her outfit on Twitter.
Stella is wearing. Kris, did you describe anything about Stella's fashion before, or is this just free for me to go?
I think I was picturing Stella dressing very, like, you know, inconspicuous for the matchmaking ceremony. So, like, hoodie, baseball cap, trying to be like, just blend into the crowd.
Okay, Stella is wearing their formal hoodie and baseball cap. They are bedazzled. I think they look very nice. They look like someone who is used to being very casual, who put in effort to look nice. So their baseball cap is like set further back on their head, and their hair is done up into like victory rolls at the front, and kind of like a fancy updo, but with the baseball cap. And then they're wearing like a nice knee-length skirt with the hoodie, and probably like small heels.
Incredible.
And I think they kind of look around anxiously. I don't think they've been here before. This is probably a place they usually avoid, but they walked past it. They, Honey Lover 31 is probably staring directly at them. They give a little smile, and then they sit down.
Oh my god, she noticed me! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Is this
So-
inside the place?
I was gonna say, is there like a small gallery? That's so weird.
Where is this taking place again?
In Valerian's little shop.
Okay. Yeah, I think she's probably like there just like acting like she's just browsing or something, but like it's very obvious that she isn't.
Okay, that's good.
An unpleasant moonlight bathes the entire interior of the store, almost desaturating the color in the place.
Oh.
Moon's behaving oddly tonight, which is, I suppose, expected at this point. It's going to throw off a little bit of the candle work on the colors, but I don't think that'll ruin the vibe. There's a nice little table set up over here.
I'm sure it's all going to be great.
I really hope so. I think we all need this.
We all need this. It's been a couple of years.
When is she arriving?
Should be any minute now. 7 p.m. was the time for both of you, so.
Honey Lover tweets, still waiting for Valerian, should be here soon. ...
It's 7:02. She's known to be prompt.
Stella probably like rearranges the table a little bit and just like anxiously plays with a ring and a bracelet and looks around a little bit more, and then looks back to the representative and says, "Do you mind me asking what you have planned for us tonight?"
Oh, well, we've got a full spread of events, sure to bring forth stoke the flames of your connection, and facilitate the communication between you. It wouldn't do exactly to give away all of the secrets, but expect...
Oh, of course not.
Expect more than just dinner and a movie.
For old time's sake, maybe. Maybe we can stream a little bit. And they bring out like their phone and like holding it out and start streaming for the first time in years, and just do a little bit of like show the background, show the representative, say hi to everyone on stream.
I think Honey Lover who was very obviously like eavesdropping, is like tweeting, "Oh my god, she's going live now," and as soon as she go live is in chat like, "Oh my god, that's me in the background."
Hello,
And-
chat.
So Stella's like showing the table and is like, "Well, we're having a little reunion with someone very special, and we're just waiting for her to show up right now. So everyone stay tuned."
There's someone in the Twitch chat who only ever posts, just keeps spamming it, honestly, and people are just like, can someone please block this person? But just keeps posting, the smiling moon face emoji.
God.
God.
Yes.
The detente representative goes to the back room and tries to call Valerian. Brum, brum. Brum, brum. Brum, brum. Hello, you've reached Valerian. I can't come to the phone.
I was going to do Valerian's phone message, but I'm glad you did.
We all win.
Shit. Well,
Stella is out there still streaming, but they're putting on like a happy face, but you can see they're kind of wavering in whether this was a good idea.
I think HoneyLover31 types I believe in chat.
No.
Starts with chat spam.
It's 7:15.
this chorus is not helping. Hey, the chorus? We don't need to amp up the tensions here. Come on.
It's all about the narrative tension. Arrival from someone special.
One person in chat posts, that same person posts the new moon smiling emoji. And that is the last post from that user. Also, it becomes overcast outside.
Oh.
Relighting the candles that I put out. I'm sure it's just heavy traffic on Boulevard. I'm certain of it.
Stella, still streaming, looks at the camera and says, "Well, Valerian should be arriving, so I should probably stop streaming so we can spend a great time together." And they cry a single tear as they turn off the stream.
Honey Lover is like has a huge amount of anxiety at the moment as she is deciding whether she should walk up to Stella Ella or not. And it's just frozen in place in the shop right now.
Mm-hmm. And Stella just goes back to kind of sitting at the table, looking around a little bit, checking the time. It's 7:30 by now.
Yeah, I sit at the table and I'm like, well, do you want to at least eat? I don't know. This is pretty rough.
Well, you went through so much trouble.
It's just a matter of...
But
I think at this moment Honey comes over and is like, hi.
Stella kind of does the smiling through tears face and is like, "Hello."
Hey, I'm Holly. I'm Honey Lover 21 in your chat. I don't know if you recognize me. Anyway, I saw what happened and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm very sorry Valerian isn't here. I wish I could do something for you. So this was a bad idea. I'm going. Like, stop walking off.
Thank you for introducing yourself. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Thanks for watching.
And Stella turns back and is just like, I'll just go. I'm sorry you had to go through all the trouble.
Yeah, don't worry about this. This happens. Being a detente is not an easy job. If it was, it wouldn't be a job or something. I don't know how to come for you.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. And I think they just leave.
Damn.
When they walk back outside, the clouds part, the moon shines down again, and just like sitting on a bench on the street is just Mr. Heartbreaker bathed in pale, pale moonlight.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think as they leave, as they walk down the street, like, Stella dials Valerian's number and tries to call her personally.
Bling, bling.
Hi. Sorry.
I didn't think you'd actually pick up. What happened? This was supposed to be our reunion.
Well, it's just very. I got distracted. There's I have to go. I'm sorry.
Really? We can't even have a 1-minute phone call? You don't show up and then you can't even stay on the line? Alright, you just go, okay? You clearly have better things to do. And Stella hangs up.
Valerian is in her room above the shop.
Damn.
Sort of like looks at the phone, just like sort of head in hand, it's just like that.
Oh god, that hurt. Is that scene?
Yeah.
I think it has to be.
Oh, that was horrible.
We just did the most tragic thing imaginable.
That was so sad. God, okay. Sorry, everyone.
Damn, just deleted the link.
It's gone.
Yeah. I had to find out what happens, I guess.
What happens is everyone cries.
Tragic. Truly tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a die now. What other things exist in this game? That's a 2.
Yeah, what do we even do?
I don't know. We need to maybe get our minds off of this. With did we have a 4th new faction? Did that get made? Yes, the New Romantics. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should do something with estate management, but also I don't want to be landlords.
Right.
Let's see here. I think I'm gonna move the detente to the peace wedge of the wheel. Oh, yeah, things are happening, people. I'm gonna read what that action is as soon as I find the actions list again. Here we go. Peace. Change the active faction of the piece that just landed here to one of the other factions not currently mapped to a piece. Describe how the newly mapped faction takes the spotlight and how the active faction fades to the background. So I've moved the détente piece there. And the only other faction we have that doesn't currently have its own piece is the New Romantics, which is a group of people trying to bring matchmaking back. The good vibes will save us. You know, I think after Honey Lover 31's thread goes viral about, you know, the date that wasn't
Hmm.
You know, people. There's a lot of like hopes and dreams kind of like left hanging, and then the new romantics are just like, now's our chance. People want this so goddamn bad. This is our time. And they are going to strike while the iron is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
That is my turn. Everyone playing, everyone in Twitch chat, just wants to play Love is in the Air by John Paul Jones in the background of whatever you're doing. I think that would be a great time. Love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. Oh, delightful song.
Six.
Big numbers.
Big numbers. One, two, three. Alright, it's a near romantic time, but where are we going? 1, 2, 3, 4. I
Too
from
many
the
decisions.
romantics to the project bit. Because you know what? It's time. It's time.
Everyone's saying it.
Everyone's saying it. And this is the creation of the date night.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Cindi is just turning into a Team Sailor setting.
What is the date night?
Mechanical, perfect, mechanically perfect symbol of good vibes and love.
Oh, I thought they were gonna save us, but they're building a weird robot.
The robot is good
How are you
vibes, and the
gonna
good
save
vibes will
us?
save us. It's right there, Adam. The robot is good vibes, and the good vibes will save us.
Yeah, it's true. It's all true.
It's right there. I don't know why you're confused. Spelled out very plainly.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorted.
Great.
Beautiful.
Time for me to roll a die. That's another 6. Okay. What can I do? I want to do something with this all the world's estate management without I don't know why. I don't know what to do with them. Cuz it's definitely interesting that this like once grand citywide dance community thing are just weird. It's just a property management company now. What is that even?
Citywide property management.
Yeah. I mean, they want to go worldwide, of course. It's in the name, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go to events. So we're gonna have an event.
Estate sale.
It's gonna be first month. They're just running a promotion. It's just called your first month free if you dance for the. That's it. If you dance, if you put on a good dance number, they're trying to get back to their roots, but like not really.
In like the worst way.
If you put on a good dance
God,
number.
I hate that.
Do you want a home? Dance for it.
Yeah, that's
It's like those old like dancing frenzies when people couldn't stop dancing.
That's my turn. Made the most of it.
I rolled a 4. Let's see. What can I do with that? I think I'm gonna introduce a new romantics character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who would this be?
Is it the person that's gonna pilot the date night?
The date night is a mech? Is
Good
it
question.
going places?
I think it's more of like a academic or like philosopher or something, like who like wrote like one of the like foundational texts of New Romantics.
A scholar of rom-communism.
Yeah.
So true.
The Rom-Communist Manifesto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, our work here is done. Goodbye, everyone.
Cindi actually won the game. This is not a game you can win, but Cindy's done it.
This is I think this is Friedrich Angels.
Ooh.
Look at what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know if I have much more than that, but the real question is, are they the pilot of the date night? Or not?
It's true. What? We have something that they're known for. Is that all, though? Is that their most notable claim?
I think, of course, I think in this world it wouldn't be called the pilot. I think it would be called the match, of course.
Yeah, great. Gotta be called the match.
Yeah, I think Frederick Angels is the match of the date night. That's yep.
Perfect. Okay.
I will say we are at the 1/2 hour remaining mark here. So we should probably, I guess, informally decide, would we want to push for another generation, or do we just want to ride this one out and then call it when we call it?
I say we let this one rock.
Yeah.
Because it would
Yeah,
probably
I
take
think-
us the full half hour just to decide what
What the heck happens?
Yeah.
how everything moves
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I think if we just spend the next half hour taking our turns to kind of wrap up everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think that'll work out.
Yeah. Sounds great to me.
Okay, I got 5.
Oop.
A lot of options here. Um, I think I want to do something with the Moonbreakers.
On a 5, they could finish their project.
Oh, true.
Go a circle.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And their current project was the
Sky
trying to
Piercer.
stop the moon. Yeah, the Sky Piercer. Yeah, that makes sense. I think they have produced an orbital cannon and a spear designed to split the moon. What are the specifics of, how do I say what their project has changed? Resolve it, describe what the project looks like, make updates. Okay.
Oop, I've added a check mark so we know it's done.
So they have made this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a big ceremony for when they're going to fire off the moon splitting spear. So it's a very clear, cloudless night. The moon is hanging low and huge in the sky. They aim the Sky Piercer towards the direct center, and they fire it off. And then they wait. And they wait a little bit longer. And they wait a little bit longer. And everyone's kind of standing around, waiting for any sign that the spear split or hit the moon at all. I don't think it comes.
No.
I think the moon is very large, and the spear was comparatively small.
Hubris.
Yep.
You thought you could split the moon.
Except from that far away, it can be hard to see a hairline fracture. So we'll see what happens.
Terrifying. Okay. Gonna roll a die. Oh, there's a 3. Okay. What can I do with a 3? We got options. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What would be fun? Have we had a new location in this time in this zone? We've not. can I get to the location zone and with who?
Looks like everybody but the Moonbreakers.
You ever have a thought and then are disappointed with yourself?
All the time.
I am going to move the New Romantics to the location space, and we are going to get a location of theirs. I'm just going to look at, describe a new location in your community. Ooh, or modify an existing one. I'm going to make a new one, though. Name, narrate an overview of its size, use or non-use, and where it is in relation to the rest of the locations. So this is a location of the New Romantics. It's called the Courtship.
Uh-huh.
No!
It's a boat that they're going to use to like sail around the city because of all the rising water levels so that they can better like find people who need matches made.
Great. Great.
Incredible.
Just a nice boat.
It's just a nice boat. Sometimes you just get a nice boat. To sail around the city to easier find people to make matches for. Yes. Words are very fun. And that is my turn.
I got another 6. I wanted to do something with the world's estate management. Basically, I only want 1, 2, 3. If we tripping. Blah, 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 blah. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah,
You.
delightful.
Make a mess of the world. Something big that can be felt across the whole world as you know it. It can be a problem for the active faction, but it can be everyone else's problem as well. You know what's bad for estates? So when they get split in half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Usually bad. I mean, you can just sell it as 2 smaller estates then, right?
No, the issue is that the moon beast retaliates
Okay.
for the sky pierce.
Oh,
And all that, and that it's just causing splits and everything. I think we become an archipelago.
My God.
Oh,
oh my god.
good thing we got that courtship, everybody.
What is going on?
You're welcome.
We got a boat just in time.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I imagine there's a lot of like symbolic resonance of people standing on 2 sides of the split as they're broken apart. Forced
Everyone
breakup.
realizes how much they miss each other because a thing is happening, and they're like, no, we don't want this. We can all unite against the moon.
There's just this shot of like Valerian and Stella Ella like standing across the gap looking at each other.
No.
All right, I rolled a 3, which is good because I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go to peace. That's the perfect time for the détentes to come back into the limelight. Oh wait, that was the New Romantics on location.
no.
Oh, I wanted to get rid of the late words. Because the New Romantics are
I put
kind
them
of
on generation, but like,
yeah. Well, yeah, but I want to bring.
yeah.
I'll just have to leave it for now and wish I rolled a higher die. What can we get?
I'll try to get rid of it if I roll good, I guess.
I will make a new faction though,
Ooh.
just so we have more options. Because yeah, this archipelago. What's something? Are there any other?
Do like
What's the name of that with the swan boats? We're just gonna
What?
get, like the tunnel of love with the swan boats.
Yeah.
Yes.
So rather than build bridges, we construct a flotilla of swan boats to
Yeah.
deploy around the city.
Yep.
Beautiful.
to deal with all the new waterways. The SBE, Swanboat Enterprise,
Oh my god.
deploys a flotilla of swan boats, Tunnel of Love style. And there we go.
There we go. I just wanted to introduce.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great.
I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Hmm.
many options.
Yes. Can I get rid of all the real estate management? Yes, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who do you want to come in? Détente or Swanboat Enterprises?
They're both strong picks.
Yeah. Really are.
I think
Like-
I'm leaning détente.
Yeah, I feel like Détente fits better into what we have right now, but I do kind of want to know what the Swanboat Enterprise are gonna do. I can feel something for the return of the Détente. We're really just like ruining Twitch chat with the promises of smooches, but not actually getting there.
No.
Sorry to the chat that there's been no smooches. You can't force it. You know, it has to come up
Yeah.
in the story. And
Slow burn.
Nobody wanted to play the other smoocher.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes it just works like that.
Sometimes you get ghosted.
Okay.
All right. So did you go with Détente? Was that the choice?
Yes, Détente.
How do we even know E?
So how did it happen?
I think it's just like, the splitting of like the real estate. Like, I think too much of their housing was like situated right at the places where like the split happened. So like,
Oh.
I think they just went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like,
Critical support to
Yeah,
the Moon
property
Beast.
damage was
yeah,
too
I think
too expensive.
I think the Raider masks also got like split apart. Like one is on one
Yes.
side, the other is on the other
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Critical
Love that.
support to Comrade Moonbeast. Absolutely.
Okay. I rolled a 5. Okay. Hmm. I think I'm going to move the new romantics to an issue.
Oh, good.
Oh, very good.
There you go.
Thank you. I just need to do a quick reading up on some new romantic stuff. Just a second. So I think the issue here is that sometimes they're trying to good vibes their way out of a situation that needs more than good vibes.
Uh-oh.
And so they're trying
What?
to matchmake and set people up on dates, and the people are screaming back, "My house just split in half. Can I please get some help repairing it?" And they're like, "We just found a perfect match for you." So I think it's a lot of just like,
They also have half a house.
they also have what?
They also have half a house. You can combine them.
God.
Yeah, but I think it's just a lot of misreading what the situations need and trying to very sincerely cheer people up, but it just causes a lot more issues. They probably try to like send Stella on a date or something, and
Oh no.
they're really sad.
Read the room.
But yeah, so I think the ongoing issue is just that the new romantics are successfully setting up matches, but it's not what people want or need.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. We are at the 15-minute warning.
Wow.
I will
Oh.
say.
Okay. Die. That's a 4. Okay. Where can I go on a 4? 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Mm.
There's some interesting options. Let me see how that works again. Because I would love another glimpse. Love to see what the hell is going on in the rest of the world.
You can get Moonbreakers to glimpse.
Yeah, I could get the Moonbreakers to a glimpse. 1, 2,
And
3.
Détente.
Or the Détente. Or the New Romantic. Can I get anyone there?
I think you can get anyone there.
1,
With enough
2, 3.
crafty,
Yeah. Yeah.
crafty action.
Totally. What is a... Which lens do I want a glimpse of the outside from, though? Or do I... We don't have any characters in the Moonbreakers, and that's actually kind of a thing I want too. I'm so torn. Okay. Real feelings about what to do here. I'll go glimpse because we've only had the one and it set off a lot. Let's go with the détente. You know, they're all about like facilitating communication between estranged places, and this city is kind of like weirdly cut off from the rest of the world in a lot of ways now. I feel like people maybe aren't going here so much anymore because of the moon that has beef with it. You know, I wouldn't go to a place that I knew was actively beefing with the moon personally. Where's the détente? The détente. There we go. And that goes there.
I'm just gonna squeeze that in there. Or here. That's probably better.
Whoa. Okay. Thank you. Glimpse. So a glimpse. To a glimpse, give a name to the place and then say one sentence about it. Each other player adds one sentence of their own, and the action's finished. I want this other place to be like the big city where people in rom-coms come back to this town from. It's gonna be called the big city. Yeah, where people come back to this town from. Many media companies have HQs there. Don't ask what kind of media though. Don't. Okay, and then everybody gets to add a sentence about it. I guess starting with Vivien. Since you're next.
Say, a harried-looking lawyer is watching old Stella Ella Ola videos on VOD to remind him of his childhood.
Oh, harried. I thought you just said Harry. I was like, that's very particular.
Weird detail to throw in there, but all right.
You know, for a lawyer, pretty hairy.
You're up, Adam.
Yeah, I'm
especially smooth. Okay.
I'm trying to think. We've got this big city. People come down. Media companies are here. People are watching VODs. Hey, I don't know. The big city. It's good. There's so much that I could say. That's the problem. Where do we want to expose the big city? I think just like the culture of dating here is completely foreign to what we see now in our place and what we have seen in the past in our town. You know, people just go on dates and nobody's there to set them up. Uh-oh. And my Discord just went down, maybe. Can you still hear me? No. Are we back?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
All right.
He lives.
So yeah, people just go on regular dates here is how I'll summarize my sentence.
Oh my god.
What even is that? What is that even? Okay. It's a choice. Okay. Cindi.
Yeah. At the office, a new intern, Holly, aka Honeylover21, has just moved out here after her depressing time in whatever this place is called.
We never did say.
Yeah.
Scene of a nice restaurant. Valerian sits alone at a table set for two, waiting for someone to arrive.
Ooh.
Dang.
Okay, and that's my turn. I hate to see it.
Ah, I got a 1.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, also, just about 5-minute warning, so this will probably be our last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Hmm? Okay, where can I go? I can do a season or a piece of the Moonbreakers. I can do an event or a glimpse of the new romantic. I can do a character or a generation.
Ending on an event.
Let's do a new romantics event. That seems like the most. Or a new Moonbreaker season. Maybe a new season to finish it all out.
Ooh, love that. The passage of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm.
Don't know why that wouldn't move.
Mhm.
What's this here season?
This new season, this sort of final season that we sort of see the start of as we disappear into the mist of time and such. I think this is gonna be a. I think it's first date season again.
Oh,
Aw.
bringing it
Second
back.
date season. Second first date season? Or are we moving up to okay? Fuck.
That's good.
Yeah, we see that through all this and all this mayhem and malarkey, people still dating. Everyone in the city just loves dating, and they're like, well, let's do it. Let's go for it. We see all the hot new streamers streaming all their dates. We see, people just sort of like hopping from island to island to sort of make it to new dates. We see the Swan Boat Enterprise sort of has just business coming out of its ass. It's just constant. People are being like, come on, let's go, get in this one, jump on this boat. Then we all sort of jump over one to the left, and then it counts as a new first date. Quite an elaborate but efficient way of doing it. And yeah, in this terrifying, bizarre town, everyone's just still dating. And we see the still, as of yet, unbuilt date night looming in the horizon.
The moon still looming overhead.
Mm-hmm.
See the terrifying maw of the moon beast is now somewhat visible. But
We're gonna
romance,
smooch without
love.
law.
Romance.
Can I end on an image?
Oh.
Stella has decided it would be fun to stream one last time as they go on a blind date. And it's with Valerian, who orchestrated the whole thing.
What?
And they go on another first date.
Is this when we finally get our smooch?
Nature's healing.
And I think we see them in one of the swan boats having a very nice time reconnecting, and we get a nice smooch.
And there's the sort of black comes in, and it's in the shape of a heart, and it's on the two of them smooching. What's that
Yeah.
Bingo.
called?
That's all I needed.
All right.
I think I have another thing on the ultimate. In the background, you see the moon, which now starts pulsing and slowly changing its shape into a heart.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
it was so sweet until it wasn't. We should stop now before we just end the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Great. We did it. That's been us.
Woo!
We've been playing Grasping Nettles. Head to donate.roleplusbond.com to give some money to Black and Pink for this.
We did all of this for them.
We did this. Yeah. Clearly, we're helping.
Access, actually.
Yeah, that's been us. Go back to the beginning of the VOD to hear who we were because we kind of ran out of time to sign out. So I think we're
Yeah.
gonna go.
Oh well.
Yeah. First round, Sweet Peony, it's happening.
Yeah, go. It's a
Yeah.
game about, I believe, a sad object. I could be wrong. That's the
Many
understanding.
feelings. Things can feel many things. We should leave.
Stick
Twice
around
twice as
for
many
the
feelings.
brightest things we know at 8. I'm coming back.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
I'm back with Beam Saber tomorrow. Rush Wars.
I'll be back
I'll
on.
be back.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. We gotta go.
Well,
Say it.
I'll be back tomorrow for Spelljammers and on Sunday for Medusa's Marauders.
And I'll be back Sunday for Wagon Wheel. Great.
I'll be back for more moon nonsense at midnight. Crescent Moon. Check it out. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
bye.
Bye.